What's going on, guys? Welcome to Video Chicken. We are live. Let's get it started. It's time for Video Chicken. Don't hit the lights. What is wrong with you? To my left, co-host, chickenista, chicken expert, Kristen. Today is going to be an awesome show. Look at Goosebumps.
Coyotes are everywhere.
What's going on, Kristen?
Oh, I was just getting my chicken poop necklace on.
Can I get some? Someone's already pooped. Ingrid's like doing her job. Ask and you may receive. Ingrid is on it.
Don't blame it on me.
Oxygen is the solution to foul odors.
I just felt it on my back. It's warm and oh, God.
I knew I was going to have serious problems that, like, the coop remained that much better than the house forever.
The coop is beautiful, by the way. I'm not trying to plug your products by any means.
Please do.
Lipstick, give me a makeup kit. You know, I'll be nice and pretty for the crows.
Oh, so let's pull out another chicken. This is like a magic trick. Up to 1 o'clock already. Oh my God. We have a new Ingrid.
Memo! I missed the memo.
Know a lot of people who do raise rabbits alongside their chickens.
Why would you wait till the last minute to pull out your homework?
Have we met before?
Yep, that's a good one with the cords and everything.
This falls right off, and he regrows a new one the following spring.
Calm down, Matt. Calm down.
Why?
This is a really interesting show.
Oh, it's, see?
Yeah.
My fault. I love it. Cindy, you just earned yourself a shirt. I love that.
Yes, Matt, you are right.
I had no idea what to expect when we opened up that box. And this is why we love what we do.
That's my goal, is to really bring people together through chickens.
The power of chickens.
So.
Well, that was an abrupt ending. What happened there? What's going on?
Not paying attention.
Oh my gosh. Oh, geez,
Hey, wake up, Matt.
No, I am very awake.
Matt, what's the date?
What's up with the abrupt ending there?
I don't know.
You just weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
I was paying attention. I was the one that acknowledged
You were texting.
I was not texting. I was checking our connection.
All
See,
right,
that's what we get for assuming around here. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Video Chicken Live. Thank you so much for being here. It is April 26th. Oh my gosh. April's almost over already.
I know.
It is 2024. Thank you so much for the people that are already here. It's almost like you're in a room before the show begins. We're already up to 47 people, so it looks like we're finally doing something right. And I tell you, talk about doing something. Check this out. This is our new camera.
Yeah.
How about that lens? How about that shot? It feels like we've expanded the room in here, and it's just a mess. I came this morning, my water from last week was just full of mold.
It's too bad we're not standing up or on like little stools like some other morning shows, because you are really, really decked out today.
Oh, I am not decked out, but
look
thank
at
you.
that drip.
Ooh, look at her using the what the kids talk about.
What is the drip?
Drip is your garb, your
well,
clothes.
today's a special day.
Yeah, I've been waiting months to use that.
Have you?
Really?
Yeah, and nobody's got good drip, so
Today's a special day.
Whew.
I played the song for
I think it went off okay.
I played the song for my children this morning. We are off to the rodeo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nan was asking about.
Are those like, what kind of buttons?
These are black
those?
pearl snaps.
Pearl snap buttons.
Snap dog.
All right, you got to stand up. Don't you have like a fancy belt on too?
I have my belt. Yeah, this is.
Oh, and you got cowboy boots.
I got my. Well, we're going to the rodeo.
He's got his rodeo drip on.
Yeah, can you put your foot on the table so people can see what that looks like?
No, I'm too fat. The keto hasn't worked that well.
Here, let me grab your ankle.
No, what the hell? This is awfully no, the one.
Wow. There you go. Look at that.
Okay. I'm stretching.
Stretching.
That's good for you. Now that you're
thank
off
you.
balance, I need to do the other leg.
We're off to the rodeo. Are you going to the rodeo?
No, I'm going to South Carolina to deliver some coop parts.
That's right. You're saving the day again.
Woohoo!
Ingrid, are you going to the rodeo?
I am not.
I know. Ingrid's got to do something.
Ingrid, do you want to go to South Carolina with me?
You're going to the ball game.
She might go to South Carolina.
Yeah, she'll go anywhere with you, but not with me. Unbelievable. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for being here.
I don't know
52
if she'd go
people.
anywhere.
Give us a thumbs up. Let us know where you're watching from. I already saw a bunch of people. We got Switzerland. We got
British Columbia.
Prison.
Where's British Columbia? Is that west? That's
yes,
west.
that's West Canada.
That's way over there. You need a snazzy cowboy hat. The cowboy hat's sitting on my desk. I got 4 cowboy hats now. Oh, yeah, beaver skin, beaver felt, whatever it's called. Oh, they're so nice. I had to go get a black one for today. Welcome to the dark side.
What's your cowboy name? Thunder Chicken.
Yeah, I don't know my cowboy name.
Because you got you're like
do I
got
have
a
a
black
do
cowboy
I have a
hat.
cowboy name? So Nano's asking about a mic check. I'm not sure if she's there. So, all right, what's today's show about?
Oh.
Well, well today.
Today is a show about nothing.
No, today I would like to.
Matt walks into the room. He says hi. I say hi. That's my Seinfeld reference. That's it.
Well, in the chicken world right now, people who have chicks are dealing with teenage chicks. We've touched on this before, but
Yes, we did a whole show on teenagers.
yeah, a
Oh
whole
my!
show.
Look, teenage chicks. Listen, I might have a lot of public service announcements today.
Yeah.
And already one of them, folks, if you're going to buy a coop from us or from anyone, please listen to us. Your chicks are going to grow up fast.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, it hurts. I don't like when people start getting upset about us being behind when we're actually really not. But we have to have a window to pull things off, especially turnkey. And then people really get upset, which I get it. It's like, oh my God, my baby chicks, they're jumping out of the bathtub. They're pecking at each other. My husband's going to leave me. I get it. Yes, right. Beautiful. I mean, come on now. They're just, oh my gosh, they're going to grow up fast. It is ideal to wait to get your coop before you get your baby chicks. I promise you.
Ideally.
Buckaroo Matt. Matt, did you get on the Price is Right? Oh, so we went to the Price is Right last week. No, we did not get on. There was 2,700 people there.
Wow.
Either way, don't care. We had such a good time. Little did I know we could drink as much as we want before we went to the Price is Right. Oh, yeah. Woo. Yeah, we made it out. That was really cool to see. But yeah, no, we did not make it. It was a lot of
You
people
can
there.
try again. You can
Well, that
try
must have
again.
been fun, though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. I mean, and it was at DPAC, it's here locally. It's a traveling Price is Right that they do, and it was really cool.
So it wasn't Drew?
No, it was not Drew. It was some other famous guy, which I'm like, well, you're not that famous if I don't know who you
What's
are.
his
But
name?
I couldn't tell you. Nan can probably chime in, and she'll probably remember. But, okay, so today you were going to talk about teenage chicks.
Teenage chicks and a top secret offering from Carolina Coops to deal with your teenage chicks. And look, Matt looks confused. He's worried. Nobody knows what I'm about to say.
I have no clue.
It's not approved.
She's going rogue.
This is not okay.
We can sell you
No, hold on. Let's no, slow down.
a standalone run.
Okay. We were gonna play a game. Well, no kidding. We've been able to sell standalone.
I know, but it's not. It's word of mouth. You have to ask the right questions.
No,
you have to say the
no.
right word.
No. Okay, picture this. Picture all.
It's not on our website.
No, stop,
it's not on our
stop,
social media.
Here's what I want you to picture. I want you
Top
to
secret.
I want you to picture a standalone run.
Call me
I
today.
want you. Okay, they're in line. I want you to picture. There's a goat house. I want you to picture. The beehives. They're just in line. They're in the Carolina Coops line, waiting for Ingrid to put them on the website. That's all it is.
Well, they're not really. Ingrid's not. I mean, we
That's
haven't
unfair.
given. Yeah, we haven't given.
That was so
Ingrid
unfair.
the information to put it on the website.
I
so
mean,
it's
yeah.
not really in her lane yet.
Yes.
No.
But anyway.
But anyhow, call me today, and I will put in an order for a standalone run.
This is not complicated. There's nothing we can't build.
I know.
I mean, yeah, we've
I'm
done
just,
standalone runs. We've done standalone runs. All right,
We
this is driving me nuts. Why do we have these? What is it? What is this in front of you?
The standalone run is $30 a square foot.
Are you? I'm sensing you're a little bitter about something.
Oh no, nothing bothers me. Just rolls right off. No, I had to get some hype for the show. I had to come up with something, and people are dealing with. I mean, I have a standalone run that I use as a grow out pen.
Mm-hmm, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. It was initially for quail, a flight pen, but it is really handy.
It is.
I think it's 4x8.
Yeah, and you got another coop going up. How's that one going?
It's still in the trailer.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be putting in a little order for the missing parts.
Yeah, I don't think there's any parts missing. I think they're in the back. So today's show's about
Well, the roofing and the siding
that
and
why?
the egg hutch.
What is today's
They're
show?
not critical.
Today's show is about teenagers?
No, it's about questions and answers.
Okay,
So that's
good.
what we do.
Teenagers,
Let's
the
just do
unveiling of the
Q&A
run
because I
only.
love Q&A. Guys, if you
Q&A.
have any questions about your
I'm
chickens,
sure there's
chicken
something-
coops, going to the rodeo, I don't care, whatever
Something
it
that
is.
you need to get off your chest.
I have things I got to get off my chest. I always do. And another one is, please listen to us. Your chickens are going to grow up fast. Don't get Silkies. Oh my gosh. I had someone call in, needed help with the water system. And it was every time he asked a question, I tried to answer it, and he wouldn't let me answer.
I think he called back the next day.
Oh
I
my!
talked to him again.
Oh my gosh! Follow the QR code. Speaking of the QR code, we need to say something. Where's the good piece? Here, let's see one right here. All right, boy, we are rocking with the Acre. Okay. Did I mention last week about the customer that was reluctant going with Acre on her chicken coop, and then I got on the phone with her to go over some paint schemes. And we got talking about it. Did I talk about this last week? And then she ended
Not
up
last
making this
week,
week.
no.
Okay, good. There is another thing that it didn't occur to me until I had a conversation with this customer. And here's something I want to share with some people. When it comes to the older chicken coop, where you got 3/8 plywood, you got the trim, and you got the high density polyethylene, and then we are basically replacing all those materials with Acre. Okay. And I want to remind everyone about the pluses of Acre, especially if you didn't watch last week's video, which was really, really nice. If you haven't watched it, watch it later.
There's a short video about Acre and a long video about Acre.
Yeah,
Longer.
And there is
not really
something
long.
I failed to think about, and I wish I would have for the video. Technically speaking, this lady, she said, I don't want all the plastic that comes with that Acre. And I was like, actually, if you do the math, there's less plastic getting our next gen coop with Acre than there is with high density.
Right.
Yeah. Never even thought about that. So that's just another great thing
Very good
about
point.
switching to this Acre. We did the float test last week. I can't get out of my head. I don't know what it's a witch. So
Did you go back and look at the clip?
no.
Okay, we'll
I
look at
can't
it at lunch.
stand that. Also, we did and have done a lot of research and really getting to become the experts when it comes to painting and staining Acre. I have finally figured it out.
Yes.
In other words, it finally clicked. Okay, here's what I was worried about. We talked about that you have to have vinyl safe paint, or you have to, if you're going to use a stain, you have to have an LRV of 55 or greater,
Explain
which
what an
is
LRV.
light reflective value.
Thank you.
And I kept thinking it had a lot to do with that it's not going to stick to the Acre. That is not the case at all. I was wrong. Dead wrong. All the paints, all the stains are going to go right onto this material and penetrate into the material. What happens is, because there is a polymer, there's a PVC inside this material, if it gets to a certain temperature, it can start to move on you. And what will get to that temperature are the darker colors. So a vinyl safe formula will not allow the Acre to get to a certain temperature where it can become soft. Okay? And the same thing with a LRV of 54 or less. That's all it is. Now, let's take it a step further. If you go to Modern Mill's website and you look at all these other approved stains, you see some stains that have an LRV of like 14. It's like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. You can actually get stains from the manufacturer that are made in the manufacturer mixed to a certain color that have an IR technology that allows you to get that darker color, but it's not going to get so warm that it could cause problems with the Acre. It actually is very reflective. So
Right.
hopefully this makes sense. I didn't realize it wasn't that complicated. It's just you want a lighter color. If you're going to go with a darker color, we got to make sure we can change the formulation. So, for example, this customer I was just talking about that is like, oh, I love the idea there's less plastic. It's Spanish red. If you do a quick Google for Spanish
That's
red.
bright red.
Uh,
Or bright
no,
or
It's a
dark
deep-
red.
it's a deep red.
Deep red.
It's a deep red, almost like a dark, deep red brick color. Anyways, the as a stain, the LRV was like 14. And then under the normal color codes, you cannot mix it to be a vinyl safe paint. But our rep, also named Kristen at Sherwin-Williams, is just a rock star. She went right into the store. She reformulated it so it can be vinyl safe. And all it means is there's no black colorants in the formulation.
So people can ask for that, like if they because it does sound like this is making things more complicated. I know you don't think it is, but if to the regular Joe person, it's like, well, now I have to think about all these things I didn't think I had to think about when I bought paint or stain. but that you can go into a Sherwin-Williams or probably even a Benjamin Moore, wherever people get their paint, and you can say, I want this color, but make it vinyl safe.
Make it vinyl safe, or if it's a stain, like we love woodscapes.
Yeah.
And what I'm loving about this is that we can use woodscapes more than we thought. We just got to check the LRV, and they will tell you the label of it. It's almost like the ingredients on a food.
So what's the percentage for the LRV?
LRV is 55 or greater.
Greater.
All right, unless it's a specialized at the manufacturer mixed with the IR technology.
What is IR technology?
It's an infrared technology that
Reflective.
it makes it very reflective, so you can have a darker color, but they can't mix it at the store. It actually has to be mixed at the manufacturer.
So you can use stain, paint, whatever you want, as long as it's not dark. If it's dark, you may have to
have them reformulate it
do
to
a vinyl safe paint,
Yes.
or if it's a stain, go with one of the premixes.
Yep. And of course, when we do paints, we're using the Emerald Rain
And-
Refresh, which is
yeah.
phenomenal. It's not cheap, but it's well worth
And
it.
Modern Mill said,
Oh boy.
off the record,
No. Buzzer.
that they didn't think it would be any concern, but we haven't tested that.
Okay, so good point. Here's the reason why we can get away with it is
I'm just causing
make
trouble
a
today.
Yes, you are. They make a
Just
deck
call
board.
me defiant.
You're defiant every day.
I know. I keep things interesting.
They make a deck board. All right, and what they don't want people is using a stain on a deck board that could heat it up. That's going to make it soft.
Right.
Right.
That's all
or
this is.
warp, I guess.
Yes, they said, Matt, you don't got to worry about it 'cause you're not using it for anything structural. It's just aesthetics.
So Modern Mill has a great page on their website. I made a QR code.
Yes.
this morning.
Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew.
I know everything that goes on around here.
I
Don't
don't know what's
team?
going on.
You didn't
but
know
I'm
what
So
she was
listen,
going to say. What are you talking about?
So can someone in the office that's listening right now, can you guys go please grab one of the cards that Ingrid and Nicole have been working on that's going in with, we've already got our cupolas now out of Acre, all our pre-hung windows out of Acre, and we sell a lot of these, but we're not there to tell the customer, hey, your product is going to be Acre.
Right, because I haven't even gotten it on the website.
I know, we're getting there. So they're putting in a card so you can scan it when it comes to painting it. Here's the other thing I noticed, and here's also why I wanted to get onto last week's video that came out, I think it was Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Thank you. And thank you so much for everyone's support. This video is crushing it, and there's a lot of good compliments. However, of course, there's always those. Okay, we're gonna start with this one. I have not read this one.
Is that why you went
Hold on,
silent?
no.
Your mouth fell open?
No, full first line. Oh, okay. Here we go. I have not read this
Is this
except
on
for the
YouTube?
first line. This is on YouTube. You are full of it. Yeah, that's gonna make my jaw drop. You try to sell your product. Please
Thank you, Nan.
tell the saps that buy your coops after how many centuries they will recover their money from the chicken eggs. But I like your talk, smooth operator.
Ooh, smooth operator.
Listen
you
here.
look
That was
like one today.
I think that was sarcasm.
Listen here. What is that? Marion Kula 9771 from 13 hours ago. You are full of it. Why do people
Are you
think?
breathing heavy?
Am I? I am so out of shape. Keto's not working anymore.
No, I thought you were mad.
I did
You're
have
fuming.
I did have a chicken biscuit this morning.
Their problem is with the. Was that on an acre? Was that the acre video?
No, this is on how many chickens fit per coop.
It's probably
Yeah,
just
they're hung up on that you buy a chicken coop because you're trying to get a better return on your eggs.
yeah. It's
That's not it.
No, it's
You know what the
it's a
return
hobby.
is?
It's a pet. It's
I'll tell you what the return is. Because
Tell
I
us.
bought a coop.
tell us.
That you get to work here now with us.
Well, I you made me stammer. No, I bought the coop before I worked here, and the payoff for me is that I still have 2 of my original 6 chickens that I started with, and I've never lost a chicken to a predator.
That
Never in 7 years of having chickens.
That's
or
a good
6 and a
point.
half. I have never. To me, it's like if you don't want to like set yourself up for heartbreak and I mean you're gonna lose chickens anyway from disease and stuff, and you can lose them to a predator. It doesn't make me. I'm not special. I've had hawks almost get them and stuff like that. I get it. But I never worry about them at night, and I didn't know anything about chickens. And just like I can't. if anyone wants to get into chickens, I'm just like, just get the right coop. It just makes everything easier. So yeah, maybe I'm not going to recoup the money for the eggs. Yeah. I mean, it's like, what's worth more? You know what I mean? That's worth something to me, that my chickens are protected. They're happy. They're healthy.
Right. No, I totally agree. I mean, that's a great point. And then the other thing, too, is that I like to mention to people, like, the benefits you're getting from raising backyard chickens. It's not just the eggs.
Right.
One, the eggs taste great. They're healthy. It's also getting you out. It's getting your kids out. You're starting to compost. It's a very important gateway into understanding our food supply. You know, a lot of times we talk about it as a gateway drug to homesteading. Mm-hmm. It'll start, next thing you'll know, you're going to start breaking out some tinfoil and making some hats. Okay? Very, very important to have backyard chickens. You guys can laugh at that one. Come on. Ingrid's just staring at me like... Listen, here's the other thing about Acre, and I want to get on to everyone's questions. Thank you so much for being here. We are live April 26, 2024. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section. Smash that thumbs up button for us. Share the show. Do all the things to help promote it. We want to get the audience in here. God, I already forgot what I was about to say.
Something about Acre.
Oh, God, I hate that these things leave me. I'm ready for a break. I am getting so tired.
It's a weekend.
Oh, here it is. This was interesting. So I'm not mad about this comment. I'm actually glad this person said what they said. He said in our Acre video, oh, great. You're just going with a cheaper product supporting China.
Wow. Oh. I think I replied to that one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So, it does not come from China. It's made here in the United States in Mississippi. But more importantly, I guess, yeah, sure, we think rice. We think China. Okay. The rice, believe it or not, I believe the stat is most of the world's rice is actually grown in the United States.
Mm-hmm. We export a lot of it.
Yes. I didn't know that until discovering Acre. Mm-hmm. The rice hull comes from, the rice is grown in Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi. I think we skip, Mississippi. I think we skip Alabama for some reason. So it's grown right here in the United States. And I promise you, this stuff is a lot more expensive than wood. Just ask Nan right now. She's in tears every time we start talking about pricing. We are not going to do pricing until we do some more homework. And I am just hoping that this is allowing us to be so much more efficient and quicker and even have less waste, that we're going to continue to get you the best product for the best price.
And for other people that care that it's sustainable. It's a sustainable product. It's a green product. It's called Acre because it's saving acres of
trees,
deforestation with cutting down trees. And if you care about things like that, this is another great reason, just because it's less wasteful and it's not made with wood. What are you looking at now?
How did this get here?
Nan brought it in.
You were looking at your phone.
Wow.
It was a ghost.
She's like a ninja.
She is.
No, you're exactly right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's just... I mean, if I was to get a coop now, I would love one.
Yeah, this checks so many boxes. This is something for everyone, no matter what you think, especially that it's going to last forever, no defects, so much more stable than wood. And I also believe, too, it's going to be like flat screen TVs. You know, remember when plasmas came out? They're like $3,000 a TV. Now you can get it for a couple $100. Same thing's going to happen. But anyways, okay, so enough about Acre. This is the QR code, and I haven't had a chance to check it. So this QR code, when you get something, if you're buying accessories like our pre-hung windows, cupolas, egg hutches, in there, people are going to be like, what in the world is this? And I know they're going to be calling. They're going to think it's MDF. It's not MDF.
Well, yeah. So right now, just as a stopgap, I made that so it goes to the website on Modern Mill that you can see how to paint it, what kind of paints you could use. Once I get the landing page up, it'll be a QR code that'll tell you all about Acre on our site.
I cannot wait.
It's coming. People keep throwing random things like new roofing colors. Add this to the website. Do this.
How hard can chicken coops be? Oh my gosh. So we've changed roofing companies. We're actually using the roofing company we used when we first started building coops. They're changing their metal supplier, which changes the colors. And oh my gosh. I wish we had enough time to film everything. You guys, you wouldn't believe what goes on in trying to get a business to produce at a high efficient level perfectly.
I'm wondering if the paint really matters on. Does it really matter on an accessory? I mean, there's so little showing, like the egg hutch sticking out. Like
if you're matching it though.
My
towards the
my
coop.
prediction from our research and talking to the experts that make this product, no.
yeah, it
However,
doesn't seem like it.
However, we're going to take some of this Acre, we're going to paint it black. We're going to take the worst case scenario and stick it right out in the sun and see what happens.
So Joy said, poor Joy, she lost a chicken from egg yolk peritonitis. So I guess the egg broke inside of her and it gets infected. And she said later that she was told, we're sorry for your loss. When she was told that it had to do with where was it? That her chicken, the vet said she had too much internal fat. So I'm looking back at my feed.
Wow. So Joy, so sorry about that. And I've never heard, that's different than egg bound.
Yeah, egg bound is not being able to pass the egg.
This is internal laying.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Peritonitis is usually some kind of like rupture or infection. I'm not an avian vet, but I mean, I think it can happen regardless.
Right. So from a chicken being too fat.
Could be.
And I'm assuming fat, meaning just fat from maybe like foods. Like I got criticized for telling people give your chickens pizza. That's going to make them too fat. Or just not maybe getting out enough to be active to burn fat. Like
Maybe
how does this?
some chickens are fatter than others.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting. Well, we're so sorry
they're
about
all
your
different.
loss.
Yeah, that is bad.
What's maltodextrin is so bad for us and for our animals? What is that about?
Somebody said that the booster berries had maltodextrin in it. I guess it's like kind of a preservative thing. It's like a stabilizing chemical.
Interesting. Can we make a note of that and look it up?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you write that down since you have a pen and paper in front of you?
Ooh, look, I have a pen and paper. You may have a
Here we
mouse,
go.
but
This is like when you all of a sudden have a key fob saying, Matt, no offense, but I only watch the lives because of Kristen.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, you don't offend me at all. That's why I keep her
I'll
here.
pay you later.
Oh, man, I really want... So, actually, I was thinking about taking a hiatus, and then Mackenzie, because Mackenzie's going to be here when I go to New York, so you and Mackenzie can just run the show. Then you'll really build the audience. Speaking of building audience, guys, thank you so much. We are live April 26th. Continue to hit that thumbs up button, share the show, and I'm assuming everyone's watching now on YouTube. Are we still definitely not on Facebook and definitely not on X?
I don't know that we're... You let us know, because I reconnected Facebook.
Oh.
So...
Yeah, let us know where you guys are watching from, and let us know if you have any questions. Please ask them now. That way we can get through them. We're already almost halfway through the show. Mr. Fahey asks, do the standalone runs have metal roofs?
Yes, they do, and a human access door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
Someone gave me a Silky accidentally stepped on it. Was
Don't
so
read
sad.
the-
What? I'm just reading.
Don't do that.
Oh, all right.
It
sorry.
was so sad.
Yeah, he said it was so sad. Will a broody chicken break the broody cycle on their own? Meaning, will they give up on their own? So, what's a broody chicken?
One that is sitting on eggs or imaginary eggs, wanting to be a mother.
What's an imaginary egg?
They'll sit even if there's no egg underneath her. Like you keep collecting the eggs, there's nothing there, but she still sits. She's still hoping that she's going to be a mother one day.
So the question is then, will they stop on their own?
Yes, they will usually give up at some point. The question is...
How long?
Yeah, I've had one sit for 3.5 months.
Oh, my God.
And, of course,
Ooh.
at that point, they're just... they're not eating, they're not
they're
drinking.
wasting away.
Yeah.
You got to stop it.
So what is a chicken coop cob will last forever? What does that mean?
So he asked if you make them out of cob. There's like
Corn cob?
Yeah, they're like cob houses. They make houses a very good R value.
No, never heard of it.
So,
there's East Stormy. How are you doing today, East Stormy? Thank you for putting in question. That's the best way. If you have a question for us, type in question so we see it through all the comments. I have a broody who's been so far about a week now. I've tried isolating her daytime and closing off the nest at night. Is there anything I can do to break her? It's too cold for the bath.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the water thing anyway.
Is it that time of year for
It
Broodies?
is, yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think,
Definitely.
I've had people that put them in a dog crate. Put them like a large, because then I give them access to food and water, but there's no bedding in there, so they're not going to want to sit. Usually 3 days of that in the run there, of just being in there. They can't make a nest. They can't, So that's my suggestion. Other people have used that as well. I wouldn't put cold water on them because that's not cool.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I remember when I was pledging, I'm good. That is one of the worst
Stormy,
forms of
are you
torture.
sure you don't want her to have babies? Are you sure you can't
why?
use a couple more?
Am I a lazy chicken owner? I don't care if they go broody. I just let them in there. It's if they want to be in there.
Oh,
let
I
'em
love it. The broody is a blessing, but that's because I
You
expand.
have 5 chickens?
Yeah, I expand my flock. All the time.
Fisher Matt Ryan, no, I
It
cannot
is
stand
really a
country music.
miracle that I expand my flock so much and I still have 5.
I know. That's reverse chicken math.
The guys out in the shop are like, "Oh, we can listen to country music now." I knew. I can't.
Oh,
stand
because of your outfit?
Yeah, no, this is cowboy. This isn't country music. Anyways, I'll let you get back to that. Ingrid.
Look at Joy's. Dahlia from Chickenlandia breaks her broody chicken with a long car ride in a crate.
And then she also said put a dog crate with them at the bottom, elevated, so she gets air at the bottom. That's the other thing. I mean, if she's not on the nest, she'll cool down anyway.
Right.
So their body temperature, you can tell they're hot under there when you pick a broody off a nest. But yeah.
Yeah, it's just breaking her habit, really.
Right.
I mean, she's sitting there, she's focused. You're just trying to get her attention and get it focused elsewhere. Like the car ride.
Don says, "Hey Matt, thanks for using my question in your acre video. I feel kind of famous."
Thank you.
What was it? Do you remember, Christopher? I don't. I feel bad. Let me know what that was. The question about the acre video. If you guys have questions about acre, please ask them, because this helps me so much to make sure I can answer any and all questions you have. Because let's face it, you are witnessing a moment in time where Carolina Coops. I need a set of dice. We're playing some craps here. We're rolling some dice. I am taking a chance, and you have to. If you want to be innovative, if you want to continue to be better, and I've always said I want the best coop for the best price out there. I didn't always say we're trying to build the cheapest coops. Never said that. But when you really start to think the value you're getting, and here's the other thing coming up, just a little. Which reminds me, let me make sure I address this too. Believe it or not, we talk chicken coops every day and we design coops every day. So we actually have things in the works and we're always talking about it. One of them is just to expect for the future with this whole click and buy. It's my dream of that day. Ingrid's able to finally execute click and buy. You have to have shipping rolled in to all these prices. And I know a lot of people, we are so used to free shipping. It's not free. There's nothing free about it. It's included. We have another meeting today. We have worked so hard with our vendors, in this case, trucking, that we now have another trucking company. It's looking really good about the pricing they're going to give us to pass that savings along to our customer. And they don't have to hand it off to any other carrier. They're a huge company. And that's going to allow us to have an average cost in shipping, which means we can then roll in that average price into all our coops. So very, very soon, you just click, buy, done with our coops. Can you imagine that?
How long does it take for it to ship?
Well, it depends on where it's going.
I mean, we don't.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
you
So
can
we got to
buy
answer all
it
that.
really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. So,
But then
I mean,
wait 5 weeks.
What is our lead time right now?
5 weeks.
That's
I
not
didn't
bad.
That's not
make it.
bad.
That's not
That's
bad.
not bad for click and buy. I think
Yeah.
I was just. I mean, I thought if we were like 4 months out, then I was like, yeah, that's not cool.
It depends on the coop.
We are getting a bonus YouTube Chicken Police segment right now.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Unplanned.
Suzanne, yeah, I was gonna bring that in for you.
Matt, and chickens make you happy. How do you put a price on them? Yeah, how do you put a price on anything that makes you happy?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like when people say, oh, you're not getting your investment in your eggs and this and that, I kind of feel sorry for those people, because that just tells me their perspective on life is just, it's got to be so depressing.
What is it? What am I going to get out of this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you do get a lot.
My back is killing me. Actually,
Mine is too, and my knee.
I
Are we getting old?
I notice you're not sitting like you normally do, and then I think it's making my back hurt. Oh boy, Jay Zizza. Sorry, Matt. The HDPE is what got me interested way back when. I do like improvements, but I'll be okay with this for now. So listen. I'm just going to say it. If you guys absolutely want HDPE, and I'm expecting that, we're going to sell, like we used to do, HDPE inserts. You're paying for something you don't need. You're adding layers that you shouldn't. You're getting more plastic. At the end of the day, if you want it, fine, we'll do it. I don't know what else to tell people, but we already had a customer yesterday. They love the Acre. You know what? And I asked why, and this is an interesting point. They want to add the 1/4-inch high-density liner at the bottom, even though this stuff is going to perform just like high-density, but you get to work it like wood. They want to add that additional layer. Fine, I'm going to sell it to you. The reason is they want to make it smoother. I swear to God, I swear. Yeah. I swear. And you know what? Again, fine. If that's what you want, we'll sell it to you.
Why does it matter if you're putting hemp on it and then
they want to make it smoother for cleaning?
But you really shouldn't take everything out in the first place.
Good point. Yeah, you're right.
You're not gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's even better if you don't clean it out completely.
It's interesting how you're like, as a businessman, you're really trying not to make people spend more money. You're really being honest and saying, "You don't need this."
Thank you.
And that's a good thing.
Thank you.
We're trying, we're not.
I try to.
That's one of those moments I'll never forget. Ingrid came to me, about a year ago, 2 years ago, out of the blue and said, Matt, I just want to let you know. I don't remember her exact words, but I'll never forget. I just had another one of those moments. She's like, I really do appreciate your mindset when it comes to business. Because Ingrid and I don't meet eye to eye on a lot of things. And I'll be honest with you, that's a good thing. You do not want to surround yourself with people that think all the same. That's the worst thing to do. But I appreciate it. Yes. Well, and a lot of people don't realize, if you're honest, and this is why we do the show, and why buy something if you don't need it? I don't know, but we'll do it.
I mean, but anybody that knocks you for like, oh, you're just trying to, be a slick salesman and selling people stuff. It's like, there's so many things you talk people out of that they don't need to buy.
I do.
That's why I was a horrible pest control salesperson. I sat there and I'm like, oh God, no, you don't need this. And I would tell them, if you want us to do it, we'll do it. Absolutely. And that's why I think people always liked me, because I'm going to give you the option, and I'm going to spend all day. We spend every Friday talking to people about helping them really make the best decision for them. And that, be honest with you, that makes the rest of our job easy.
Yeah. I have customers that call and say, some customers just want all of the extras. I want all of the extras, and that's fantastic. And I have some customers that say, you know what? I really want your help prioritizing what do I really need and what do I don't. And that's a fun conversation. That
it is. And you know what's funny is, as we're talking about standardizing, and by standardizing, it helps us in the shop, which means we reduce labor, reduce the cost of the coop. I know people are gonna, because I kind of had a little of a heart attack recently, and I said all the coops are getting rope wrap roost bars. End of story. All of them are getting them. And I know there's gonna be some people like, oh wow, you just raised your prices because of the rope wrap roost bars, and I flipped. So you just mentioned something. I said for years, there's wants and there's needs. Why am I going to sell you something that's a want? If you want it, why would I include standard something you want? I'd rather include, here's what you need. You're buying from us because you trust us as the chicken experts to provide you the best home. And a great example, we flipped that. I would say a roost bar is needed.
Rope wrap roost bar.
A rope wrap roost bar. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. A rope wrap roost bar.
Yeah.
Well, no, a rope wrap. Thanks. A rope wrap roost bar is needed. Yes, yeah. Every roost bar now to me is a rope wrap roost bar. Because think about it, that's what chickens did before there was chicken coops. And you're eliminating those bed sores. I just really never took it serious enough to understand how important it is to eliminate those pressure points constantly on their feet.
So Fisher Matt Ryan, I put this in there. He goes, I have one super fat buff Orpington. The rest of my hens look normal. Could there be something wrong with her? And I'm going to say, no, that's kind of how they're shaped.
Yeah, the buff Orpington, I'll never forget. I read somewhere that they are loosely feathered, so they're not really that fat.
That's
So then I
interesting.
thought
So
that's,
this one's just really loose.
So I thought, well, wouldn't that be great for us humans? Like, I'm not fat. I'm just loosely feathered.
We say that. We say big boned.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Christopher.
Yeah,
yes,
thank you,
big bone.
Carmen
I'm not
on
fat.
South Park.
I'm just big
I'm
bone.
not fat. I'm big boned.
Hey,
That was very
Yeah,
good.
very good.
Sorry, it's a
So
secret.
you do watch TV sometimes.
Yeah.
I went to college.
She's a witch.
Yeah, so buff Orpingtons or Orpingtons in general, they also, I think it's also their body shape, their stance versus
Yes.
the way other hens carry themselves. So I think that
They
think you're-
waddle.
Yeah, when I had my buff, she always looked a little chunky. I think that's fine.
And I think she actually came from England where she was a dual purpose breed.
Right.
Like she was made for meat and eggs.
Right.
So that you tend to get a bigger bird that
And
way
the English Orpingtons are huge.
Yeah.
I've never
Oh
seen
yeah, the
those.
English ones. Yeah.
All right,
like
everyone,
turkey size.
right now. So we have 87 people here. Thank you so much for being here with us on this beautiful Friday afternoon. It's April 26, 2024. Everyone, hit that smash button of a
Have a
thumbs
drink.
up if you haven't already. If we got 87 people in here, hit that thumbs up button because I just really want to see what happens. It's got to be there for a reason. If you can't find it, I think you just got to hit the 3 little dots and something comes up and hit it. I don't know. or 85 of you now. Speaking
Ooh,
of.
somebody's watching from Facebook. Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh,
It
thank you.
worked.
So hold on. Speaking of 85, the Bears got
do
the
know
number
what I'm
1 draft
doing.
pick yesterday. Oh yeah, we're going to the show this year. Did you connect those dots? 85 Bears draft.
Fisher Matt Ryan says.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I love it when Kristen pushes Matt's buttons.
I saw that. Yeah, and Mr. Fahey says all his chickens have to go see Jenny Craig.
That's okay.
I thought it was funny. The chicken run door comes with a hook to close it. Okay. Is that safe enough for what can I... Is that safe enough, or what can I do to prevent a predator accidentally opening the hook? Thanks, Lisa. We got to put like a white thing behind it because it does get a little tricky to read it. But anyways, so the chicken run door comes with a hook. Now that hook, yes, it is.
A gate latch.
No.
What?
It's the little the chicken run door. If you
Oh,
get
the
just
chicken
manual-
run door. I was thinking about the screen human door. Sorry.
Right. Comes with not just any old hook. Can someone bring me in one of those hooks, please? I want to show everyone.
We're calling it the free range door now.
Because it is. It is.
I know.
The free range. Yeah, it's like a free range chicken
I
door.
can't wait. I want to have all those doors also cut out of Acre soon, and then we can engrave our logo.
Oh,
Like
how
there's
nice.
so much going on. Oh, speaking of which, okay, I don't know how to respond. No, I don't know how to respond to this comment. So I'd rather just talk about it like I always do.
Wait, are you gonna get back to Lisa's question?
Yes, they're gonna bring in an eye
Okay.
hook. If someone could bring in an eye hook, 'cause I want to explain
get back to
something.
you, Lisa.
But the answer is yes. But I want to explain why. I know a customer of ours mentioned on Facebook, the Carolina Coops owner forum, that, oh my gosh, man, at least give me a T-shirt for stealing my idea in a nutshell. And I have acknowledged every time a customer has come to us with ideas that were new to us. I got thinking about this. If you were going to design a peg to be pulled in and out of a hole, how would you design it? And when Evan and I came up with the idea for putting the dowel holes in the doors, it was then that we talked about doing a metal dowel. You know, I remember this is actually way before COVID. And we decided not to go with metal because I was too worried about the cost. And the last thing I want to do is increase the cost. Fast forward to today, we have become real good at mass producing things where it's actually a savings to you guys.
Yeah.
So
we outsource those little items.
Yes. So I feel bad. It's like, no, we did not steal that idea from you. And he even showed a picture. He's like, oh my God, it's an exact match. I remember when he started doing those and I saw them, I was like, oh, good. We're on the right track. You know what I mean? As far as how close they were to ours. So I don't know. I have given acknowledgement.
It took us a long time to get that order in.
It did. It took about a year.
Yeah.
But it was more, I didn't want to, because we were going to do stainless steel. I wouldn't do brass. I think brass is a little too soft. But I know why he was doing brass, because brass is great to turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think they're going to work perfectly. But the point is,
He had a great product.
Yes. Stainless steel is just ridiculously expensive.
And it was very helpful.
Thank you, Sunshine. Also, you know, there's other things we got coming out where those dowels are going to be a thing of the past. So I don't always say what we got cooking until we're
We do
ready.
appreciate all the customer ideas.
Yes.
And he jumped in when there was a need before we got our shipment, and he was making them for other coop owners at no cost, I
Right.
believe, no profit. I mean, not no cost. But he was just asking for people to cover his costs. So that
Right.
was we have a fantastic chicken community.
Absolutely, and that's the thing.
That's really nice.
And I've said it all the time. A lot of the designs in our coops were not our idea. We just figured out how to.
And I'm gonna give him a T-shirt just for filling in that gap for offering.
That's just like, what did Kristen take this morning?
No, I pissed her off
John,
this morning.
no.
When I pissed Kristen off, she's going to
yeah,
go in
you
two
did,
different
but
directions.
that was nothing unusual, actually. But
It's not just me then. It's interesting.
But John, you won yourself a T-shirt. Thank you for jumping in there.
What
with
if he's not watching
ideas.
right now?
I'll reach out to him.
No.
He was my customer.
I hear you. You know, you're exactly right. And that's the thing. Is like, I didn't know. I was going to respond to it, but I'm like, I don't want to sound like a jerk.
Yeah.
But I also, I have for years have said, like our hen house doors, our windows, especially now. I'll never forget the customer from Concord, California. We talked for hours. I was like, that is a brilliant idea. And then boom, we executed. So I don't know. Anyways, so yeah.
Thank you, John.
Yes. All right. So here it is. This eye hook and latch is spring loaded. These are made just for us.
Look at
Now
that.
you can buy these in. I'm trying to get it where you guys
It's
can see
so
it.
hard to see.
Yeah, and we get them in black now, which is awesome. We got black and zinc, but there is a slider that is spring loaded. They are not going to be able to figure out, let alone actuate that while you lift it up. The one thing I don't like about these little ones, but here's why I let it go, is the spring loaded hooks that I like are the ones where you can actually slide it and turn it and make it so that it doesn't have to lock. But I remember when we first got these, I was going to send them back, say, no, I want them a little bit bigger. But I thought, no, I don't want people to make that mistake and make it so that they get frustrated with the sliding part and they just lock it. Then if you only lock it on the eye hook, absolutely, a raccoon's going to pop that in a matter of a second, and they're going to be in your coop.
Well, that's a pretty tough spring, actually.
Yeah, that's great.
Exactly. So then you get yelled at by the people, and I get it. I got arthritis. I got carpal tunnel. It's like, oh my gosh, now what? So we thought about switching to gate latches on that door, but we
little tiny gate latches. Oh, they'd be so cute.
That's not bad.
Did they make them that small?
No, I never thought about a tiny gate latch.
Oh, it would be so adorable.
It would. But,
I think I want one.
But again, that might be hard on your hands. But you also, if you had to put a carabiner down, that you got to bend down every day.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, think of us
But it
with
would
back
be a
problems.
tiny carabiner. It'd be so cute.
No, they don't like the tiny carabiners. What is it with you with little things? So if
I
we
like
do,
bantams.
I'll tell you what. If we do decide to go with a
I'm
baby,
short.
if we decide to go with a baby gate latch, I'll give you a shirt for the idea. Yeah, I didn't think about that. We got to fit what we
Well,
did.
thank you.
What we did do
I
is
want
we
the
put
bell too, though.
What we did do is put free range door on the inside, so that the locking mechanism is on the inside, so they can't reach through and actuate it. We for the longest time we're putting it on the outside. I think it was Ethan that came up with that idea, and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah, I like
actually
that.
a great
Wait,
idea.
so it's on the inside?
It's on the inside of the run. So
Oh.
even if you used a regular gate latch that didn't have a carabiner or a regular eye hook, if it's on the inside, but raccoons can, they would have to be like a superhero raccoon.
I have a picture. I have a video of a raccoon in my Coop Works feeder that I left out this week, and the raccoon is using his little fingers to pick out little one like pellet at a time. It's so precise and dainty. I moved it.
Moving on. So thank you. 53 thumbs ups right now. Let's see. Help us break 100. I don't like when we don't break 100, but we are on Facebook. Are we on X? Do we have anyone watching on X?
We also don't have a guest, and we have no, we're just winging it.
Ooh, Don Gallagher would like to know how to prevent bumblefoot. Well, it's funny you should ask.
You're just giving him these questions.
This is how you prevent bumblefoot. Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. I think I had it backwards for a little bit. And that is, chickens are going to get bumblefoot from constantly scratching, cutting up their foot, getting bacteria in there, and then when they sit on a smooth board that doesn't allow their feet to heal, which then can turn into a staph infection known as bumblefoot.
How many feet are on a rope wrap roost bar?
It depends which rope wrap roost bar.
So, just a regular one. Average.
Tell me,
6 foot
what's
American.
regular? Okay, 6 foot American. All right, let me finish my thought here,
I know,
please.
we had that.
Hold on, please. Can I finish my thought? Thank you. All right. What was you just took the question away?
I'm sorry.
Short-term memory loss. I am tired. I can't remember everything. Thank
Answer.
you.
How do it sounds like he's answering something.
Oh.
that's why I'm confused.
Oh, it's an answer. And you fell for it.
I sure did.
You
Hook,
thought someone
line.
was interested.
I was like, if Don Gallagher, I figured he probably already knows this. But it's about preventing those pressure sores that they get from
but
sitting
you
on a smooth roost bar.
Continue.
I sure do.
Okay.
Okay, what is your question?
I know we had that contest.
We sure
How
did.
many feet
Yep.
are in a rope wrap roost bar?
How many feet of rope
Yeah.
are on a rope wrap roost bar?
I don't remember. Can
That
you
was a
remind
lot.
me?
It was like 32 feet or something like that. Maybe someone can remind us from a show a while
Do you
ago.
remember?
Yeah.
32 feet per foot of roost bar. Yeah, it was like almost 200 feet of
Oh,
rope.
32 feet per foot?
Of like a...
What?
Yes.
230 or something?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So Suzanne has
A lot of
question.
rope.
So, yes, yeah.
Do you know if
Someone
you can
said,
use your...
"Oh, I'm just going to make my own," and I wanted to say, "Well, okay, well, you got to
fun.
buy 230 feet of rope."
Dude, and I'm going to tell you what, I'll never forget when I first came up with that idea.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't come up with the idea. A vet came up with the idea. I had to figure out how to execute it for everyone, for the record. I did about a foot, and I said, I'm done. That was so tiring. I was like, there's no way we're going to wrap all these by hand. Yeah, and then the amount of rope, it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
The natural fiber rope. You can probably get cheap synthetic, but I wouldn't do that.
No, what's
Okay.
the point?
Question.
Do you know if I can use your chicken nipples with rabbits also? That is a good question. Does anybody out there know that answer?
The rabbits usually use the
ball one.
the one with the ball. So,
Because they
I
have a
don't
little, they have a
think
little
so.
tongue. I'm going to say no as
No.
well, but
because
hold
they
on.
also have teeth.
But hold on. Truth be told, don't answer this. I wonder if our audience remembers what these were originally designed for. Don't answer, the folks in the studio. I wonder if our audience remembers what were these designed for originally, because it makes me think they could work for rabbits.
Yes,
Because
I
these were
remember
originally
now.
designed. Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to share this. There's something coming up about these nipples.
Oh, I know.
Uh-huh.
Fashion colors?
Am I allowed to share that or no?
I don't see why not.
We're going to be the only importer. We're getting a license for these.
Whoa.
Yeah, I want to keep
Some
having...
exclusivity.
Yep, I would love to have these made in the United States, but the price isn't going to be there. And if I can work with the original inventor...
Which is in Denmark.
Yes, which is in Denmark. I would love to do that. Our contact there, Lars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome dude. Love this guy.
The Danes are great.
Yes, I think. I don't know. What the Great Danes?
Well, Danish people are called
Oh,
Danes.
Danes, yes. So I'm going to... You know what? My gut says no. Logically, I think they could.
Good way. Oh.
I think they're going to
rabbit.
chew the hell out of it, though.
Yeah.
So are you going to tell us, or are we going to wait to see if
Oh,
somebody...
no, this is just my
Okay.
attempt to get people to keep commenting, which grows the show.
Ah.
Is Acre heavier than wood? Heavier is better for storms.
It's
You can make
close.
that argument. You can make that argument. Hold on. Do some math. Oh. Look what I just... All right, hold on. Math. You ready? Got the calculator?
No, I don't have one.
I'll be right back. Don't talk about me when I'm
Kristen-
gone.
Wait, where are you going?
I have to go somewhere. I'll be right back.
Is this a surprise?
No.
All right, everyone. Ingrid's leaving. So what's going on?
It's all out now.
Yes. What's going on with avian flu?
Well, there is a vaccine.
For
The government is stockpiling the vaccine.
what vaccine? How do you know? What are your sources?
It actually is. There's government documents about it. It starts with an A.
There's-
They've named it. They've tested it. They tested it in like Sri Lanka.
Who's
or
they?
something?
Like the Almighty Elite, the
No,
Illuminati,
the
Bilderberg
government
Group,
and
the people that hang out at the Bohemian Grove.
I
What are we talking about?
don't know. I think we need to get back to the subject.
No, this is good. No, we only got so much
Yeah,
time.
I took a screenshot of it.
Oh, nice. Let's see it.
My
All right, so
phone's not
there's
here,
a
though.
vaccine that the government's already stockpiling. Would you are
Just in
you
case.
saying that they might be implementing they're creating a problem so they can implement a solution, and we see it backwards and we take a hook, line, and sinker?
Could be.
What, they wouldn't do that. There's no way.
They're already manufacturing it.
There's no way.
And
They're
stockpiling.
manufacturing a vaccine before there's a problem?
Yeah.
There's no way. How can they do that? You've got to have the problem first before you can create the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, folks. Getting a little scary out there. All right. Anything else before Ingrid gets back?
No, let's carry on.
Is it that hard? Is it really that hard to see what goes on? Honestly. Okay, moving on. I feel so naughty without Ingrid here. All right, do these calculations. You ready? In inches. 7. This is 5/16. So let's just say, what's 5? Okay, what's 5 divided by 16? What's a decimal? Oh, actually, you know what? We'll do this. Hold on, I got an idea. What's going on, folks? I know. Sorry about the pause. This is how hard it is to run this show.
Why don't we
without
just
Ingrid.
answer? Is acre heavier than wood? No, it's not heavier.
Excuse me? Put this in your hand.
It's more dense.
What do you think makes? Oh, Ingrid's back.
But our coops. Well, we know we've weighed the coop, and the 1,200-pound coop is 40 pounds less using acre. Oh,
True.
maybe that's the plastic, though.
Thank you.
Oh, we took out the plastic.
Work with me, Kristen.
I think it is heavier.
Okay, hold on. Hi, Ingrid. She's gonna go back and listen to the show. Okay, what did they say without me? Great point. We've actually reduced the cost in shipping by switching to acre, but acre is heavier than wood. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
But lighter than HDP.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's the difference.
Absolutely. So yeah, the coops are lighter. And you
Just a
can
little,
look at all the benefits. Well, what I was gonna do is have you calculate the cubic footage and the cubic
I
footage.
don't need to do that right now.
Okay. Well, that's a good question though.
Chopper Doll asks if they're building homes with acre.
Yes. That's what Modern Mill did. We're going to go out to Mississippi. I don't know if I'm supposed to say all this. We're going to go out to Mississippi, and we're actually going to go see the coop that they built out of acre.
They built a coop?
Oh, jeez.
I thought we did that.
I am ready to go. Yes. Oh, my God. I swear to
And
God.
you're still doing business with him? Didn't you kick him in the balls already? Come on.
Kick in the net. All right, listen. No, they built
Nothing gets madder than if someone else is building a chicken coop.
Not true. Not true. Not true. Not true.
Okay.
What makes me mad is when people copy our coops, call them their own coops, make money off of that. That is what makes me mad. I love when people. Anyways, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Competition is actually a good thing. Listen.
Didn't our distributor for the chicken doors start making coops and you made you mad? Or he started selling hemp or something.
No.
He started competing.
Who?
The guy that we had to buy.
You have no idea.
The chicken guard through.
No.
He did something that made you mad.
Mm-mm. You're talking about the hemp company that we used to use.
No, it was the guy that we had to buy the chicken guards through, the distributor in the U.S.
Yeah, he's making his own hemp.
No, see, you don't know what you're talking.
I just see you mad all the time, and I walk
am
by.
Not mad. I'm just intense. I take it serious, right, Christopher?
and then I see what's going on, and I hurry past. Like,
yeah, you. All right, no, listen.
So they're not building. So just let's be clear, they're not using structure. They're not structurally building houses.
That's right. That was
It's
the
all
question.
the siding.
Everything else, the trim, the siding, in Mississippi.
Yeah, and it's very popular on the coast of New England.
It's because it's as good as the day they put it on, and they said what they're even more excited about is how the product's even improved from. I think they did that home 5 years ago.
Right, and they do a lot of commercial applications too.
Yeah, if you go on our website, you can see.
Yeah,
there's beautiful.
Yeah, it's almost
high-end stuff.
It's almost too good to be true, to be honest with you. Just absolutely love it. And well, anyways, okay.
It really is a high-end product.
What was the question that we were trying to get to? You guys are distracting me way too much.
I know.
Can we
it's so
close
fun.
this? Know your nest box needs. Oh, listen, folks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember when we
This
did
is a setup.
Do you remember when we did that radio show with a chicken expert, and he said, "Well, your coops aren't perfect because you don't have roll-away nest boxes."
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back and listen to that because I was probably I know I was like, dude. Listen, because people are asking, how come you don't make roll-away nest boxes? We do. Don't buy them. Our roll-away nest boxes are great. Chickens don't want to lay on a hillside. It's not.
Especially a bare hillside.
Jeez, dude. So, I mean, oh, God. I don't know why I gave in. I gave in, had Evan design an amazing roll-away egg hutch, and they will work. But the chickens, that's not what they want to sit on. It's not what they want to lay on.
It doesn't work with their natural instincts.
Thank you. Speaking of natural instincts, another thing that I forgot to mention in the acre video is because this is a darker material, this is going to be a little bit darker inside the egg hutches.
Oh,
which
so
is even
cozy.
better. You know, if
It's
you
definitely better in the egg hutches. It's not as slippery. It's more cozy. You're right.
Would you say that it's ideal that technically the inside of every egg hutch should be painted black to make it darker?
No, it doesn't need to be black.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, and there is a clear coat.
I mean that.
If you wanted this to be smooth, like high density, which you do not need to, there is a clear coat you can put on it.
I mean, if we're painting the inside of the egg hutch, why don't we just paint little pictures of eggs so they can visualize what they need to do?
Ooh, I'm gonna do that.
Fishing Matt Ryan was out fishing the other day. I was so jealous. Does anybody here clean their coop's exterior? Roof, windows, mine constantly looks dusty. Oh my gosh,
It will look
Mr.
dusty.
Fishing
I
Matt
do.
Ryan, you
I
would
do.
not believe what people do.
Ingrid does, and I need to.
I have a customer that cleans their coop every day. I have a customer that waxes their roof on their chicken coop so the dust just blows off. Like
Oh, that's a good idea. If I had a new roof, I would do that.
We're gonna do it. I promise. We're gonna do it one day. When you go to the rodeo with me. No, I'm kidding. Stop. You're distracting me.
You know how they say, like, never mind.
When pigs fly?
Yeah, or don't believe people's words, believe their actions.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm still.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't
still
wait.
waiting for my.
That's gonna be my. I'm gonna play that all day at her house on a loudspeaker. All right, listen. Listen. Chicken coops are outside, so you're dealing with the outside, and chickens can create dust.
They do.
And everyone's
will.
level of sanitation is different. The color of your coop doesn't mean your coop's going to get dirtier. It just means you're going to see it more,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, Matt has a white coop. It's like me.
Yeah,
But I do clean it.
I think when I get done cleaning my house, maybe I can do the coop.
I know. I know. I know what he means. The roof is tough because it's up high, and I have all the vines. And what's really bad is that you know how the pollen that we get here that from the pine trees, it's just sticking to the metal roofing. It's just like it's adhering to my car too. So that's not an easy. That takes a little elbow grease. But I usually do it in the spring summer.
Now listen.
Usually before garden tour.
Listen, public service announcement when it comes to
power
cleaning your chicken coop. If you power wash your chicken coop and you get water on the inside of your hen house, it doesn't mean there's a flaw in the design. I swear to God, these are the things that
Really?
come. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable.
I wouldn't power wash it anyway. I think that's too much.
I wonder if I can power wash the inside of my house.
If they've come up with something for that.
Speaking of power washing, did you see the front of the building?
I didn't.
No.
Yeah, I power wash the entire front. We're painting it next week. Antique white is what I settled on.
Nikki Wagner says.
Wagoner.
No, it's
thinking
wrong.
about installing a fan in run. Placement size recommendations? No. Abort. Abort at all costs.
Tell her why.
Well, okay, listen. One of the things you can do to scare away chickens is install a regular ceiling fan, okay? Because they're going to think that's a predator. Makes sense. Now, we have had customers install fans around their coop. Inside the run, I think it just still creates too much stress on the chickens. I have seen people take a box fan and put it outside the run, blowing in, okay?
I've done that.
And then even taking frozen gallon jugs of water and then put that on the back of the fan so it's sucking in that cold air. It's kind of like I guess you almost like a redneck air conditioner.
Yes.
I've seen that. I don't know if the chickens really like it or not, but
It probably does cool down the area, but if Nikki has one of our coops, my chickens aren't, they're in the run area a lot, but if it's really hot, they're usually buried under a shrub somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I think
They don't, when I put the fan out there, they were never standing in front of it. Let's put it that way.
Oh, that's a very good point. And I forgot the word for it, but evaporative or something. There's a cooling effect when you have vegetation, and it's you can have a 10-degree difference in a forest than you do outside the forest because of how much the trees and the vegetation are giving off. I don't know that there is a distinct cooling effect. So I think more than a fan would be vines or some sort of vegetation that's going to help them have shade, somewhere to hang out in cool weather, then the effect, the microclimate that vegetation.
what is it called on the edge of a forest? Jungle? That's the jungle?
I don't
No.
We're going back to earth science. Hold on. Chaffin used to talk about this all the time. when you walk into the woods, it's always thicker bushes and whatnot.
Yeah, there's different. Yeah,
And then because of the daylight that allows them to grow, and then when you get into the main part of the forest, it's usually open.
it's a mature forest. Yeah.
There's something called to the outside. I think it's called the jungle. I think that's the actual term. Check me out.
Oh, you have understory trees and.
Well, you don't got to show off now.
And,
but listen, it just occurred to me.
Well,
Here we go.
I may have applied for the Master Gardener program. We'll see if I get in.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything either.
Ingrid did too.
Chris and I were going to take it together.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. Since you get to do a bucket list item.
Yeah, I thought you said they were going to contact people.
I think they did say in April.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, April was the deadline. Maybe it was in May.
Anyway, so it occurred to me that's what
I put you on there as a reference.
For what? Wait, what? That it just occurred to me. That's what
abort.
That's what you need to do. So, anyways, going back to Nikki's question, I don't know. I don't know if the fan's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good
I don't think
idea.
it
Yeah, I
is.
think there's better things you can do.
Mimic what they would do if they were in the jungle, and that is they got to have shade, and then they can dig down.
Shade, water, and a place to take a dust. More
Well,
than
they
a
can-
dust
they
bath,
can
but
dig down,
dig
and then
down into
they
the
get
dirt.
down into
Yeah.
the cooler soil.
Yeah. Again, it's anthropomorphizing.
Yeah, it
chickens.
doesn't make sense. Like fans cool us because we have skin and sweat.
Which one? This one? This one?
Chickens don't have
This one?
skin and sweat.
What? Are you landing a plane, or are you trying to tell me
Jeez,
something?
Ingrid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Amber says regarding bumblefoot, watch out for sharp mulch. Learn the hard way with a chip drop. Chip drop.
Sharp. It's a witch. A sharp mulch.
Well, sometimes with a chip drop, there's
Trash in it.
no, but there are wood pieces that are
Chunks.
Yeah, they're chunks and they
Shards
could be
of tree,
sharp.
yeah.
And that's I mean, the bumblefoot is a staph infection. Like you said, they cut their foot,
Yeah.
and then it gets that infection and that little thing.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
I have cut myself pretty bad on a sharp edge of a piece of wood when we
Yeah.
do like a French cleat or whatever. We miter it.
Yeah.
Chipping is a lot of shredding.
Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
do
I
get
could see it being
pieces.
more split. Well, either way, I guess I get hung up on that sharp part. But we have been huge advocates of what do you call it, where they drop the mulch,
Chip drop.
chip drop, and
there's-
I just want to make sure we're not giving bad advice.
There's
Well,
a-
I want to make
no,
sure you're not giving bad advice.
There's a giant pile in my yard right now if anyone wants to come by with a shovel or pitchfork. And we use it in the run. But yeah, I've been walking in flip flops and had like a piece of wood stab me a little bit.
Oh yeah, that could.
But it's
a little
yeah.
splinter. Yeah, splinter of wood.
But again, they're outdoor animals, so things are gonna happen.
I just want to say thank you for the compliment. So I just brought up this point. So this morning we did a video, and be on the lookout for it. Top 4 reasons why people will get out of having backyard chickens. And I think I put a little bit of a twist on it, like why people won't get into it. And number 4, I mentioned that because of how beautiful our coops are, that can make all the difference in the world, especially when you have your reluctant spouse. It's like, I don't want that ugly shack in the back. But why not have a chick coop be beautiful?
Why
Right.
not put
And-
it in the side of your house?
Yeah, well,
10
the
feet
com-
from the driveway.
Yeah,
From the sidewalk.
That comment was the fine carpentry and woodwork of a Carolina coop adds value to the property and curb appeal.
Curb appeal opposite to a crap poop coop, which typically is neighborhood nuisance.
Yeah.
Kama. I just wanted to tell you that I saw the Acre video and I liked the look of the Acre in the hen house. I thought it looked way cooler than the white. Thank you.
I agree too.
I
Yeah.
did too.
I totally agree with that comment.
It's growing on me. Have you guys been out to the paint booth where we got an emergency build where the road crew's been in here at night building a Carolina coop, all out of Acre, and it looks so cool. Like I feel like we have really became a manufacturer of a product,
Yeah.
not just a huge wood
I
shop.
will go out there.
It's absolutely amazing. If stopping by, could we pick up nesting box unassembled so we could fit more hemp in our car? Boy, I love that question. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you, Karsten. Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
So, nest box, I think he means an unassembled egg hutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come that way.
You know, I never thought, but you know, we used to do nest boxes before the egg hutches, and we used to hang them on a French cleat on the hen house door.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if we should start selling those. I bet you a lot of people would love those.
Oh.
But absolutely. They come unassembled anyways, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fit as much hemp in that car as possible. That hemp has been going out like crazy. I'm so happy about that, especially to Amazon. There has been a huge win-win there. Right, Ingrid?
Yes.
Good.
Hi, Casey. Casey ordered a chicken coop.
Thank you, Casey. Any resources for coopscaping? So much contradictory information out there, i.e. no cedar mulch around the outside of the coop. Others say cedar is fine. These plants are harmful, etc. Okay. You are right. There's going to be so much information on coops and chickens in general, and you're going to see conflicting answers all the time. We just had that happen with what not to feed chickens. And here's the thing about us, and I hope if you thank you for your business, and hopefully you learn from us that we're going to explain why. And we're also going to say if we don't know. Here's the thing about cedar mulch around the outside of a coop. I would say 100% fine.
Oh, yeah.
What you don't want is cedar shavings on the inside of your hen house for the bedding for many reasons. Now, cedars, especially eastern red cedar, is going to be very aromatic, and that could be actually very harmful to the chickens. But if it's on the outside, it should not harm them. I can't see any reason why on the outside of the coop that would be a problem.
I would
for
even
the
do
chickens.
cedar mulch on the inside of the run. I mean, cedar shavings are very different in an enclosed space.
True. Well, now you said shavings, and then there's chips.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes with chip drop, you might get some cedar in there, and people freak out about that too.
No.
And it's like, no, it's fine.
It is fine.
Right. I don't know if I would want to put
It's a
cedar in the
larger
run.
particle
Yeah. I don't know.
than a shaving. A shaving has a lot more surface area, and a lot of that oil is exposed.
Mm-hmm.
But for chips, they're chunks, and it's not as.
And they're more pest resistant than cedar.
Yeah, if anything,
Yeah.
I could see how people might be arguing cedar because you're decreasing bugs coming to your chicken coop, and if anything, especially if the chickens don't free range, you want bugs to come to your chicken coop.
Well, that's probably not why they're saying not to
You're
use it.
right. You're right. So I
As
don't
a bug guy, that's what you would think. But
Absolutely.
most people don't think about that.
because you want bugs. I tell you, one of the best things when talking about the inside of the run is that healthy straw and the way it breaks down. It just does such a great job. And then when we started digging through it, we were seeing a whole ecology in that. We made soil, and at the end of the day, that's what you want to do in your chicken run. Took me 15 years to finally for that to occur when you said that to me, that you're actually just making soil. And that's
I made soil in my hen house after 6 years of not cleaning out the coop. Man, that stuff's gold.
so true. So
Yes, and Casey.
Go ahead. Well, I want to get to the answer. Is there any resources out there? There are. I can tell you that I love our horticulturalist. That we did a video. Oh my gosh, how long ago was that?
Last season.
So we got videos with, what was her name?
Bethany.
Bethany, Jesus. With Bethany, where she has actually gone out to some of our custom coops and helped design their companion planting, their bullseye gardening. We also did a video with, I forgot her name, also down in Charlotte. She's got a huge nursery, and we did a whole video
Simpson.
about what to plant, what not to plant. Let's just say this real quick. So yeah, there are a lot of resources out there. I couldn't personally tell you which one you are good or bad, other than ours are obviously good. But to answer why, to me, I would always ask why when people are like, oh, don't use sand. Or they say use sand. It's like, why? How does that make any sense? Oh my gosh, I saw a video. Hold on, I'm sorry. This drove me nuts. Did you guys see this latest popular video? We need to do an opposite video. She actually
Should stitch it.
stitch it.
Is that what it's called,
Is
Christopher?
that a drip? Are you dripping a stitch? Are we stitching a drip?
When someone does a viral video and
Listen,
then you have your rebuttal or
This
something?
is insane. Have
Yeah,
you
there you
guys?
go.
I've never heard that.
Have you
It's
guys?
a stitch, right?
Have you guys seen? Yes, it is. Have you guys seen a video where a lady? Now I give her credit.
No, I work too much to watch any of those
I give her
things.
credit. She's got chickens. She's doing a video. I give her credit, but it is so, in my mind, wrong. She said, I am sick and tired of the price of pine shavings going up, and I got to come out every week and clean this out. I'm going to switch to it was like a construction sand inside her hen house.
What?
And I know people have done that, and it's so stupid. She's like, you can go in and clean it every day like kitty litter. If you got that kind of time, fine, but that is not what your chickens want.
Yeah, we calculated 5 minutes a day ends up being almost 40 hours at the end of the year. 30-something hours.
Oh, if they did that. Oh, yeah. If they did it with the sand.
They say 5 minutes a day is all you need, but that ends up being 40 hours. That you could
that's
be
a whole
doing.
work
Why?
week, which
And
you
it
don't.
must stink.
But oh my
And then
god.
you're handling all that construction sand.
So
and
she's dumping it. Like, I'm not trying to bash talk her in any way.
you are bashing her, but she needs to be bashed.
Well, you can say that. I can't. Again, I am on record saying at least she's getting out there doing something. Okay, I will give them credit. I just disagree.
I was just feeling a little feisty. That's all.
I didn't know I pissed you off that much today. So I just she's in there dumping the bags of construction sand. I'm like, we get crucified if there's a speck of dust in our industrial hemp bedding.
Yeah, that stuff's bad. It's got so much silica in it, right?
Silica.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Evan, tell me what it is. Chime in. Evan's here in town. Rodeo tonight. You get what's called an concrete lung.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It actually turns your stone lung. It turns your lungs to stone.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I was gonna also say to Casey, when planting around a chicken coop, you have to make sure that, because I'll have so many excess plants and I'll move them into the outside of the chicken coop, and unless I put something on the roots, that they dig it all up.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think it matters so much what it is, because if it's poisonous, they're not going to eat it.
Right. I moved some oregano there, and they just dug it up. It's gone.
Yeah, the key is protecting the roots as it gets established.
Yeah.
For instance, I put jasmine vines down, and for the first 6 months, I had to put like a tomato cage over it and wire over the roots. But now they love it because they spend so much time underneath these vines.
Speaking of which, don't forget, we have a 2:30 meeting where you last talked about that in the meeting. Are we prepared for that?
I didn't know there was one. No one told me.
You were here.
I didn't know we were having a second meeting.
Oh my gosh! Make sure we're ready for that.
Well, I made this big.
What did you do?
I just made it big. I was trying to get it so I could see it.
All right, Christopher's out. Good luck at the
Thanks,
dentist
Christopher.
today. Have fun having a tooth pulled. That's really got to suck.
Yeah, I'll come back like a chipmunk.
All right. Good luck to you.
Bye, Christopher. Good luck.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Bye, Christopher. I'm trying to. Never mind.
What did you do now?
Go while you have a chance.
Run.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run away.
How old is too old of a chicken to eat? Are there certain breeds you wouldn't want to eat?
I wouldn't say it's the age of the chicken, but if a chicken is sick, I wouldn't eat it.
Right.
But if it's old, would have to do a stew because it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
So maybe like don't eat a sick chicken, and if it's an old chicken, be conscious of how you
definitely
prepare
have to
it.
stew because that's gonna be some tough meat.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is obviously make sure the rigor mortis lets go.
Is that a joke?
No. Oh my god.
What?
When you slaughter chickens, or turkeys, I mean, I think any animal with meat, fish will have rigor mortis, and the meat gets so stiff. And it takes like 3 days for it to let go. So one of the things is when you're processing the chicken, if you cook up that meat while it has rigor mortis, it's going to be like chewy, like rubber. And you don't want to freeze it until the rigor mortis is gone.
And I don't know if there's certain breeds, but there are certain breeds that are what Kristen was saying was dual purpose.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to get just meat birds like Orpingtons are dual purpose, I think Barred Rocks might be dual purpose.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'd be so much the age or the breed. It would just be...
Right. There's a lot there that I'm not aware of, but that was just a couple things
So Jennifer
to touch on.
Storm says, I've done the dog crate to break a Broody, and it worked. I felt so bad doing it, and this time I let her hatch 2 chicks. They are 5 days old now, and she's an excited mama.
See, isn't that fun?
Well, I also use the dog crate to kind of keep the chicks, because I've had some very unprotective mothers. So I've had
mothers.
to, yeah. So sometimes I just like to give them their little alone time, and they're not terrorized. So dog crate's a great investment.
Or you can borrow one sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have those.
Bat's reading again.
I am. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Are you going to tell us what animal used the chicken nipples were designed for?
I know.
Oh, did anyone answer it?
I don't know.
I wonder if people don't know that.
Guinea pigs, hamsters?
Oh, so we're getting into that part of the comment. That's how
far
back we are with the comments. Slow down.
I'm trying to see someone answer.
Oh, here's the one when Ingrid was gone. Avian flu has been found in cow milk. Will those chicken nipples work for ducks? Yes, they do work for ducks. You discovered that.
Yep.
They were made from minks.
Yeah.
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I would
was
think
something
minks and
really-
rabbits might be kind of similar, but I know they're
No.
not. But their mouths have a tongue, teeth.
No.
Really? Okay.
Minks?
We should. So let's go get some rabbits. Oh, my daughter's listening.
Somebody said earlier on, answer the question that they saw they were using them for rabbits. Somebody on YouTube had it. So they have been used for rabbits. Yeah, so.
We just cannot confirm nor deny.
I think we're gonna be saying that a lot here in the rest of these comments. These are the ones when Ingrid was gone. Slow down.
Well, okay, then you take the.
Yes,
okay,
okay.
Take the mouse because
I had
she's
some
driving me
chick
nuts.
at a local feed store asking my advice for her broody. I recommend Carolina Coops and watching VCL. I wonder if she's here watching right now. Thank you, Fisher Matt Ryan. We need a video chicken live T-shirt.
Okay.
That is the shirt.
Yeah, why don't we have that?
I've been asking for years.
That's
I'm
the
on
T-shirt we should be giving away.
Exactly.
So Danielle did that design with the TV and just says Video Chicken Live.
Did she? I think Matt did that.
Oh, you did that? I thought that was
That was before
Danielle's.
Danielle.
No, not the original one. She's done one since then.
She has definitely improved on it. It was my idea.
Oh, well, fine. It's your
okay.
idea. Do you want a
I do
T-shirt
not
for
want
that
my
idea?
face on the No, and I know, but it might be due. We might be due to update. We should have a contest. Submit your art. Oh, geez. Well, no, we don't have to do that. We have AI. I've been AI and everything. It's scary.
AI is going to take my job.
It is. It's going to take all our jobs. AI is going to be in your brain in about 10 years. It is nuts. The ones who want to take our chickens.
Oh, Ellie says Matt looks like a Illuminati wizard.
This must have been when I was in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. We got into it real deep, real fast.
And really quick. It was just like dipping your toe in and leaving.
What does an Illuminati wizard look like?
You?
Oh, thanks. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's a compliment, is it? Will there be a gardening with chickens episode this year? I'm working on my yard and I need plant ideas. Let's do it.
Yes, let's do one.
We should go out and just film one. And I tell you, I am not a gardener and I know so little about gardening. What I do love is when Bethany told us about the idea of bullseye gardening, where you can actually have the chickens going around your garden, eating the crawling pests that may attack your garden. I just thought that was awesome. One more reason to have chickens on the payroll.
Ducks are great for that too.
Yeah.
Ducks
Yeah.
get the slugs because the slugs get all over like the lettuce and stuff like that.
Yeah, ducks are better in a garden because they eat more insects than chickens do and they don't scratch.
They don't dig up your plants.
Right.
If you saw the movie Biggest Little Farm, they were having a problem with pests on
Did
one
you
of their
tell me
crops.
did you tell me to watch that?
I'm sure I did. And they ended up getting ducks because it's just a perfect example of how all these things went wrong and they found like the right way to deal with it instead of just using chemicals and stuff. So they got ducks and the ducks so they were able to harvest more.
Another reason why we like ducks. I love ducks. Is it getting hot in here?
I think it's that black shirt.
So, nose question. Can you discuss the use of installing rebar to a 4x6 foot pressure treated base for the American Coop, i.e. quantity, depth, and fastening, especially for high winds? Boy, interesting question. Can we discuss the use of installing rebar? Now listen. So rebar, there's just so much. I don't know. We will use rebar to lock in joinery and to cleat it or pin it to the ground. Okay. The biggest reason for a pressure treated base isn't so much for its hold down. If you are thinking about a base for hold down, you want to do concrete. The rebar is more to keep the joints locked because we half lap everything. So the wood's on top of each other. So you don't just have butt joints moving. Also, you don't want it sliding and shifting. So it's like cleated into the ground. And the depth is going to be as deep as you want to go. I wouldn't go any minimum than 24 inches. You could go 4 foot. Poor Ethan down in Florida. Did you see what he had to do?
No.
He put in 4 hurricane stakes.
Yeah, she's listening. She was the one that called you the wizard.
Oh, he didn't know there's a machine for it. He did it by hand.
Well, if there's anyone that could do it, it would
It's
be
him. Holy cow. I felt so bad. So he gets it done. He goes, I'm never doing that again. I said, there's a machine for it.
I don't even know what you're talking. Are they the little are they
There's
spirals?
There's a spade on it. and it's not a spade. It's like an
Yeah.
auger spade.
Yeah.
And it looks like a giant. It looks like an auger for ice fishing.
Okay.
The motorized
Yeah.
part. And we used them last time I was in Florida. I had to do them. I was like, no, I'm not doing it by hand. You just rent them. They will work. And you got okay. So and here's the thing about this question: is people ask how far down to go. If you're looking for hold down, you got the deeper you go, the better. But if you're in a sandy climate, you're really going to want to go deep. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things to think about to make the best decision for you. But I felt so bad for Ethan because he did it all by hand. That poor
Yikes.
guy. Yeah. Well, where'd the question go? I guess I did answer it.
It depends on how many like high winds. What are
Yeah.
we talking
If you're
about
talking
here?
high winds, you want concrete.
And to fasten the coop down to the concrete, of course, and or you could use whatever's typical for your area for like a shed or something like that. You're going to use the same principles
Yes. If you're
that are
using
common in your area.
right, if you're using a pressure treated base and you're looking for hold down, don't rely on the base. The base is just it's like a snowshoe, if you will, for your coop to sit in snow. If you're thinking about tie down, you don't want to do concrete. The hurricane stakes will work, absolutely. But just be prepared. There's a lot of work putting them in. I designed my nest box to upgrade to a rollaway. I agree with Matt. Chickens prefer flat with straw or hay. Yep, it's just that simple, folks. Thank you for that, Mosaic.
That's why I put that in there.
Yep, thank you.
You're
Yeah, it's
welcome.
because people, we overcomplicate things. We don't need to overcomplicate. And when we did that show with the chicken expert, he said, well, that's not a perfect coop. A perfect coop has a rollaway nest box. That just tells me how much more people are unaware.
Yep. Amber asked if you wax the roof, you probably can't use the rainwater.
Yeah, anything that you put on the roof. I mean, I don't, unless it's totally natural wax, but
Yeah.
do you really want that in the water? Probably not.
No. I mean, I don't use the rainwater because I have an old roof, so I fill up my rain barrel.
Do you collect rainwater for your chickens after you wax the roof on your chicken coop? Question mark. That's it. That's. What if you use beeswax?
Beeswax would be
Paraffin
okay.
wax?
Paraffin is mineral based, meaning petroleum.
But it's not.
Isn't it?
It's safe,
Isn't
right?
paraffin petroleum based?
I don't know.
Probably is. There's
Actually, I'm not 100% sure on that.
paraffin wax is in rodent blocks that we have to use on the outside to keep it
Yeah.
from getting mushy.
Maybe someone can look that up for me.
That's an interesting question. Matt is not a fan. Uh-oh, of what?
A fan of fans.
A fan of fans. It's a joke.
Oh.
This is why Matt shouldn't read the
I
comments.
clean out the coop once a week only because I make my own liquid compost. Okay. And need that good poop to supercharge my garden. Interesting. So a stew, a tea of chicken poo.
When I need some chicken fertilizer, I just dig in outside my coop where they all hang out.
Right.
And I just add that to my soil.
What is a liquid compost? Just
it's making a liquid out of it, I guess.
It's like, Miracle Grow is like soluble.
I make worm
it's in
tea.
water. It's the same thing, just
that's a
natural.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I make like comfrey. I've made a comfrey tea. They call it like a tea. It's not really a tea.
It's tea because it looks like dirty water.
Yeah. Worm tea, compost tea.
So it might look like tea.
What would we say to East Stormy?
I'm actually looking into a rollaway nest box because I have limited mobility and we've got an egg eater who manages to snag eggs no matter how many times I go outside.
So this is when I did breakdown. Because, again, I want to offer solutions to everyone. And I'm not saying rollaway nest boxes couldn't work. Be careful what your expectations may be.
Yeah, it may not be a solution. You may go to all this trouble.
I'd get rid of the egg eater.
Yeah, I think it would be easier to get rid of the egg eater than to buy a rollaway egg hutch, which is going to be, $600. $700? I'm not sure. So, and if you have a rollaway, I've seen that some chickens, if it's new, they're going to lay in the hen house on the deep litter. They're not even going to use it. So it didn't solve your problem because they're not they don't like it. I mean, they've been used to laying in a certain way, and you take it away and you give them this, like you said, a hillside with no bedding, and they see all this bedding in the deep litter, they're going to choose that.
Right. Think about it, guys. When a chicken goes to lay an egg, why are they going to a dimly lit area? What is their decision? Their decision is to lay an egg somewhere that no one's ever going to find it, right?
They're going to hide it, yeah.
So if they all of a sudden drop this precious egg and they watch it roll away and disappear, they're not going to want to lay there because it's the opposite of what the chicken wants. They're going to want to know that that egg stayed there. Think about that.
I don't know. That could be a factor.
I'm going with it.
It seems like they drop the eggs and they move on and they don't really care. But I don't know. Because they usually lay their egg and immediately leave. They don't check on it. They don't roll it. They don't acknowledge it so much. They're like, okay, that's done. I got things to do.
Okay. And why do they do the egg song?
Yeah, some people said that was because it distracts away from the nest. So if there was like something that was going to get an egg, that they do the egg song to kind of say like, I'm over here. Don't look over there.
Come and
over
get
here.
me.
Yeah.
Or they're just like super happy that they laid an egg.
Like
we don't really know
right,
why.
So listen, we're already at 1:30. We're going to fire through all your questions and comments. If you have any other questions and comments, please leave them in here. We're going to get through them all. And if you haven't already smashed that thumbs up, please do so. Last summer, we put the frozen water bottles in a cooler and put it against the run on the outside, and they did sit in front of it to cool off.
Oh, okay.
So it is doable. Forest edge transition zone, usually a meadow. Now, I'm talking about the thick stuff. The thick stuff. I'm telling you, it's called. I think it's called the jungle. The jungle is usually tropical. Right, but I don't know. Anyways, question. All right, so Gene Brennan, can you guys have a show on composting from chicken poop? I'm intrigued by Roberto's comment on liquid compost and would like to know how other people compost for gardening. Thanks. So already it's happening. So that was if you go back and watch this video later, which I know you're going to, that was my wheels turning. It's like, wait a minute, that's a thing.
Right. We can definitely have a show on gardening, composting.
Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to design a hen house. Look, think of the beehives called the flow, and you just kind of flip it and the honey pours out. We're going to invent a hen house where the chicken poo comes out like that in a stew, a liquid.
Yeah.
It goes and is in a... Yeah, I don't know. We'll look into that.
We'll definitely have a show, and then Ingrid can teach us about how to make compost tea.
Oh God, I'm already getting nauseous.
Actually, oh good, and I love chicken poop.
Yes. If you guys would like to see Joel Soliton,
can you guys try to get Joel Soliton on VCL? Thank you, Fish and Matt Ryan.
Please, and everyone that wants to see Joel Soliton on the show, he is awesome. I love watching his videos from Polyface Farms. What I love about him is he reminds me of my old science teacher. He's super smart, but keeps it simple, and then just let me know. Okay? So let us know in the comment section.
He may not do it for free.
Oh, he's definitely not going to do it for free. The guy has worked his butt off to get paid for what he's doing, but he truly believes in it too. And what I like about him is he said, I'm not a farmer of cows and pigs. I'm a grass farmer. You got to grow the grass
and soil, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I say that. I'm not. We just make soil. We don't grow food.
Thank you, Kathy Hoff. She says, I was in the Truist Stadium Wednesday in Winston-Salem, and the chickens are fine. They seem very happy. Thank you for the update.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you for letting us know, too.
Yes, we did get a picture of their feeder hopper. And this is excessive. I don't know what in the world they're doing. Our feeder hoppers, and we've used crumbles before, but it's really designed for pellets. They are just kicking it out.
They're making a mess.
So, but they are teenagers. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Sorry. Speaking of scary, disturbing sounds for the chickens, do you think the sound and vibrations from an incubator could give the chickens PTSD?
I don't think so.
That is interesting.
No.
What just happened? Video and audio froze with dreaded spinny wheel in the middle of the screen. Are we still here, guys?
No, they were here. That must have been on her.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. We are coming through. I hope we look good. You guys like the new camera? Do we like the?
It looks pretty good.
We're streaming in 4K, like 80
Maybe we
frames.
don't need to.
Why? Absolutely, yeah.
Even Netflix doesn't stream in 4K.
But Carolina Coops does. It's the new standard. Oh yeah.
I don't know if I need people to watch me in 4K.
Oh, great question. Do I have to worry about termites being introduced to my coop with a chip drop? No.
Termites are typically not an issue with chicken coops because chickens eat bugs, and the mud tubes are very easy to see because there's not enclosed walls.
Not bad, young Jedi.
And
not bad. Oh. Okay.
And the bottom board is pressure treated.
Not bad. Not bad. We're about to step up our game.
And termites, would they live in chip drop?
You're getting warmer. Keep going. I have faith in you.
Compost? If they drop a whole truckload of chip drop, that thing is steaming.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Termites are a social insect. And when we have a social insect, we have what? A hierarchy.
Oh, a queen?
Of a queen or multiple queens. Okay? Once you...
So they're not organized.
If you... if you got...
That's from Chicken Run.
Listen, if you got chips...
The chickens are organizing.
And there were termites in the chips, I would be like, sweet, free chicken food.
Yeah.
Because they are not going to survive for long because they have been separated from home. They've been separated from their colony. If chip drop showed up with a huge mound of soil and they were able to excavate that entire colony along with the queen, sure.
I've had chip drop for the past, 8 years? I've never had a problem.
I haven't either.
So this reminds me, long story ago.
I have had one problem.
Long story short.
It wasn't termites.
My first ex-brother-in-law flipped out on me when I brought in a termite. I was so happy. I was excited. I saw it. I brought it in his home. He's freaking out like it's going to destroy his house. I'm like, dude, this thing's separated from its home, its colony. And that's when it first occurred to me that, for once, I was smarter than him. I wouldn't worry about it at all. If anything, again, that's free food because they've been separated from the colony. It's the same thing a lot with bees, wasps. They're a social insect. I have a ton of Cypress shavings, one of my favorite woods to work with from a planer. Anyone have a good use for this?
Is Cypress aromatic?
No. It has a funky smell. Non used to say it smells like pee. Southern yellow really smells like pee. I saw thousands of...
He used that in the run?
I don't see why not.
Shavings aren't sharp. I mean, it's like pine shavings.
Well,
right?
Cypress is soft. Cypress
is
supposed to be considered like the aluminum of wood, where it is strong, but it's lightweight. It does have some weather resistance to it. I don't see why that would be a problem. I wouldn't use it inside the hen house, but Cypress is, God, I miss working with Cypress. It's beautiful wood. All right, we're getting through. If you guys have any more questions, please keep leaving them down below. Let's see how long we can keep Ingrid here. Wanting to put healthy straw in the run, do you think it will bring mice? And what about the smell? No. Okay, mice. Mice have a very short distance they want to travel from home. Okay? And typically when we're talking mice, we're going to refer to the house mouse. The house mouse likes to nest up and warm. Okay, that's why they're usually up in the attic and they come down for their food. The healthy straw is not going to give them a reason to want to be there. If you put something solid over top of the healthy straw and it's warm and there's not a lot of activity, yeah, maybe they'll set up home there. What you want to worry about is not giving them a food source to be there, which is almost impossible to do altogether by having chickens with chicken feed because mice love cereal and grain type food, but it's all about good sanitation control and not making it easy for them. And what about smell?
It doesn't smell.
No,
good.
it
The
doesn't.
healthy straw is awesome.
It really is.
The healthy straw is awesome. You know what? We got to potentially order another truck. It doesn't sell nearly as much as the industrial hemp bedding
I have
is.
an idea for that, by the way.
I can't wait because I am a believer in it. It is a great product, and I don't think we've done enough to push it. Which hemp comes closest to your hemp? Here we go.
Well, they live in Europe, and they want to get good hemp like ours.
Aubios for horse or Aubi chick? Asking because I live in Europe, and I would like to get good hemp like yours. I need a minute.
Wait. Her coop.
Is it getting hot in here?
I believe her coop is just about to leave. We're working on her coop.
Where's it going?
Switzerland.
Oh.
Thank you so much for your business. Great question.
I have an answer.
You go first. Because that's kind of a tough one, and it's all about perspective. Go ahead.
The one for horses is definitely closer to what we have. It performed better. People liked it better. We sent Aubi Chick, and people were like, "What's this? This is terrible."
It's a witch.
See, you're coming around.
So we have customers that love Obby Chick.
Really? I don't like it.
Here's the thing.
The horse stuff's better for chickens.
That's our opinion, and I would totally agree with you. And that's
Good.
what I would go with. And
Matt and Kristen agree.
And Aubios is the company that we bought from France for years. Great company. They're keep it up, please. It helps me focus. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Nothing
you.
helps you focus. But
Is
okay.
it au bois?
It's technically not au bois. I know I've said that a lot. The E makes it Aubios, like Du Bois with an E. Thanks, Grandpa. All right, listen. So Obby Chick, they came up with Obby Chick supposedly, and I think I got to the bottom of your shenanigans. Obby Chick, they said the people in Europe that are growing a lot of chickens, so factory farming for chickens, okay, whole
Okay.
different world. They prefer the smaller particles, which is what Obby Chick is.
What's happening over there, Kristen?
Yeah, my back hurts too.
Well, I was I've been sitting for so long.
know,
I was
really, this
sticking
show
to
has
this
been going
vinyl
No,
on.
seat.
this is good. People are
Sorry, go
loving
ahead.
it. Hit that thumbs
just
up.
explaining why
Let's keep on going.
Keep watching, but
Wiggling.
I'm
got-
hungry.
Then okay, we will eat. We can
Can
eat
someone
right here.
preheat the
We
oven?
need to start drinking. All right, listen, Obby, it's a very, very small particle. I think what happened.
Too small.
I agree. And when it's so small, they have a very hard time dedusting it. Well, guess what? Obby Chick's going to have more dust in it. So again, that's why we prefer, if between the two, definitely the Aubios versus the Obby Chick. Now, same manufacturer, just so you guys know. Same exact manufacturer, great company. They do a great job. The other thing about the French, or in Europe in general, that I've learned, they are farming thousands and thousands of acres of industrial hemp. We're still not doing that in Canada, and definitely not in the United States. Because they are farming thousands and thousands of acres, they have a great word in manufacturing called consistency, especially in the strain. So
Can I go over there and check it out?
we were going to, but we're going to go up to Canada and check that out. They've
I think
given
I'd
us
rather
the
go
invite.
there.
So,
Hold on, I'm summing this up. So here's the best part.
I already
live
answered it.
I know you. I live in Europe, and I would like to get good hemp like yours. What is good about our hemp? After all these years, ours.
It's the best product for the best price.
I love our hemp.
And it's a pain in your ass.
Yeah, it is. We just got a truck in yesterday, and I love the company we're working
At least
with.
we don't have to hand unload that truck anymore.
They had, I told Nan, here's a success, because I know Nan's, she's due for a break. When we used to get a hemp truck in, it's like we needed to plan for it. We got 2 hours unload every bale by
All
hand.
hands on deck.
All hands on deck, this and that. I saw a truck come in. I was like, I don't know what that truck's for. Because I'm out power washing. Yeah, right, okay. And then I came in for lunch, and the truck is gone, and there's all this hemp just poop right where all the hemp is. I was like, holy cow. Nan's like, we got a truck of hemp? I was like, isn't that great? Remember that. We have a team that just pulled it off like nothing.
Wait, did they have to unload that by hand?
No.
Okay,
just how far we've come is the
Yeah. Oh,
point.
yeah. They're on
Sometimes
pallets
when you
now.
own a business and it still seems like you're in an abusive relationship every single day, you got to really look at some of the bright things when your team just performs perfectly. Anyways, our hemp, it is the best I've ever seen. It is clean.
Yeah.
The particle size is so consistent. It's right in that quarter to half inch size that we absolutely love. And I don't know if Aubios or Obby Chick comes close to the hemp like ours.
Yeah, I think we might have exceeded that. Their quality.
I guess Ingrid's saying we got to move on. Okay.
I do like Mosaic Homesteads.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I put a banana plant inside the run. The chickens ate the entire thing.
and I'm going to tell you, we have a banana plant. They love the leaves.
Oh,
So if
really?
you have a banana plant, put it outside, and put it somewhere on your property. And in the summer, you cut those leaves that's so full of water, so it's great. And they stand, and they can stand on the leaf because they're so big, and they just rip the different pieces off, and they shred it.
Really?
Yeah, and somebody at Urban Chicken told me that when I first got chickens.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
So Fisherman
Banana
Ryan, you're
plant.
exactly right. We have been wanting to put a QR code on a shirt and even our trailer and truck. Ethan's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you're going to be going down the highway now. People are going to be able to scan the truck and be like, see what's inside.
Well, he's worried about the little sticker that says, "How is my driving? Call my boss."
as he should. Give out
Or
VCLs.
if this truck's at a bar, call my boss.
because he wants to join you.
Amber wants to know whatever happens to the cluck around and find out. Where is Nan been? Has she been on the phone? This is what happens when you're not taking
Wait,
sales
I don't
calls.
think she does T-shirts anymore.
She does it, but that was Nan's idea. Nan was a huge advocate of cluck around and find out. Whatever did happen, because I know we said, screw it. Let's just do it. People need to chill out and stop being so sensitive and whatever.
But the thing is we just don't have the bandwidth to do everything.
Okay,
We
VCL,
do,
T-shirts,
Ingrid. We will do everything, and we're going to do it to perfection.
and cluck around T-shirts.
I recently did a spring cleaning on my coop and found rats that had been stealing eggs.
Whoa!
Oh, Ingrid, you thought you were about to go. I guess you can go,
not
Ingrid.
just
I
on
can-
Charlotte's Web.
And advice on keeping them away without poison. I so want to start another podcast where people can call in about their pest problems and get a 100% unbiased answer.
Well, I guess that's what this is.
Yeah, right. So first question is, how do you know?
If you don't mind, I'll just stay the co-host of this one.
No, this is good. This is good.
I don't know if I want to co-host an extermination show.
Oh, God, my back. All right, listen. How do you know for a fact they're rats, which most likely is going to be the droppings, or you have a camera, okay? And what kind of rats? Roof rats or Norway rats? And you can tell by looking at the dropping. Is it blunt at one end and pointed at the other? Okay, if you can picture this. Or is it pointed at both ends? Very, very important. Any advice on keeping them away? So we need to know exactly what it is. So let's just say it's a Norway rat, which is your most common rat. Roof rats come from the jungle. They're more out west and I think even down in Florida, where they love to be up in the trees and climb. They come to power lines. They come down. Very, very difficult. Norway rats love to burrow and be underneath. All right. If you know for a fact they've been stealing eggs, the secret is to stop them from getting into your coop. Here's what people don't realize. You got a Sharpie?
No.
If you can fit a Sharpie through an opening, the rat can get through. So it's almost impossible to completely rodent-proof, rat-proof your coop. If you could fit a number 2 pencil like this, a mouse can get through. The only hard part of their body is their skull. Okay. However, they really need to be desperate. And the secret when it comes to rodents is stop them from getting in the first place. The second thing is prevention from a professional point of view, is prevention through rodenticides. And a lot of it is not to kill them to reduce the population. That's a different story. You actually use rodenticide as a monitoring device. And
isn't that a poison?
It is. I know it's kind of contradictory, but that's exactly what you did. And then the other thing is you place the stations so that they are strategically placed so you can kill them before they get in. I don't know. You got to make sure you know what it is, monitor where they're coming from, find out if they're actually a roof rat or Norway rat, and they will absolutely steal the eggs. They love chicken egg farms. And find out where they're going home. Rats are neophobic. Again, assuming it's rats, find their trail. They will use the same trail over and over. And what makes rats difficult is they can end up going to your neighbor's house. They can end up going 3 houses down. Now you got to work together as a team. You got to attack them where they're home. You reduce that population, and you'll be in much better off position saving eggs.
So everybody wants Ethan on an episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lots of Ethan fans.
Yeah, lots of Ethan fans. You guys are welcome. He, thank God, is not giving up on us.
What would Ethan eat?
Oh, my God. Anything.
Or stories from the road. Wouldn't that be nice? He gets to meet. I'm jealous. He gets to meet all of our wonderful customers.
Roberto said compost tea or compost liquid is part of jadam. Jadam is a type of yeah, Matt's just
sorry.
I'm
no,
done.
listen.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, that's fine. You can go. I'll end the show. I'm having too much fun. So we were going to. I was checking on Ethan. I was because he's on his way back.
Where is Ethan?
Where is Ethan right now? Where is Ethan right now?
He's at the old Rancho Western Wear store.
My boy, yeah, he's getting
drip.
He's getting drip.
Now I'm kind of jealous.
Oh, he can't wait. He loves Texas.
Send a picture.
He's getting some Western
Sorry,
wear
I
right
can't
now.
be there.
So he's in Burlington. It looks like Burlington, North Carolina. So he's not here yet. Yeah, we'll have him on the show more. I would love for you guys to meet him and everyone else that works. Oh, yeah, you are not kidding. Question: what is the best material using in the nest box? Yeah, keep the questions coming in. Let's see how long we can keep Ingrid. I'm getting hungry too. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm going to leave soon.
That's
so
fine. I already
run.
told you. If you wanted to go eat and run, fine. We can do this.
The best material in the nesting box, I believe, is hay.
What kind of hay?
In this area, it's coastal hay, but I think that might be regional, and it could be seasonal as well. Straw is not ideal. It's hollow on the inside. Pine shavings, not good, too small. Hemp, no, not good. The healthy straw is chopped up and kind of small as well. The aspen,
what is hay? What is hay?
It's tall grass.
You got to make it when the sun shines, right? It's a tall grass.
So you can actually just take tall grass out of your yard, dry it or not, and leave it in the nest box. I think that would be fine too.
I would say if you feed it to your horses, it's a great nesting material.
Right. And Ingrid and I have used the aspen nests that are linked from our Products We Love page on our website as the base of the nesting box. And then we put hay or grass on top, so that if there's an accident, something you need to clean up, you don't have to take out the entire nest, like the aspen pad. You've got like a layer.
Yeah, because I had an egg break because they made such a bowl that they exposed the wood on the bottom.
All right, here I want to make a point to Mr. Fahey's compliment and his thank you, and you are welcome. Thank you for being here.
He said, thank you, VCL gang, for another very entertaining show.
Do you know what our best shows are?
The shows that we're unprepared for.
Unprepared for.
No one
have
did
no
their
idea what
homework.
we're doing. Q&A, a show about nothing.
Well, I don't know. I unveiled the standalone run without authorization, but
Non's mic must not be working because I have in my head heard a million muskrats. Mr. Fahey, thank you so much. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I like shows. I'll be honest with you, where it's just we don't know what we're doing. It's full Q&A.
It might be your outfit though.
No, it's definitely not.
You just brought everything up to another level today.
I think we just do our best. I really do. And when you have guests, and I love our guests, it's hard
we're
to
passionate.
keep it entertaining. Yeah, right.
And
hungry.
shows.
And Mr. Gallagher says new
and real, authentic.
New camera
I'm
looks
hungry.
Great. Look at the
I'm
shot
stuck to
we
the
got.
sheet.
It's so much better. Camera looks great. You look marvelous. Oh boy, love the new camera. This is how far back. People have 4K and 8K monitors, but only watching potato TV. Could you have done? What?
Yeah, Kathy says, could you do a video on how to grow black soldier fly larva?
Didn't we?
I'm going to do that video, and somebody else second the idea. I saw my first black soldier flies in my garage, and I'm thinking that the ones that I left in there might have hatched. I'm so excited.
Veronica says, all in caps, so they're yelling, right? Wait, why no silkies?
BC
Why do you hate
I'm writing
silkies?
it down.
I don't hate
Black
silkies.
soldier fly larva.
I dislike when customers of ours get the expectation that when they get silkies for their coop, that silkies are going to act just like regular chickens. They don't. Period. Silkies are not. Are they even really a chicken? I don't think they're a chicken.
Yes, they're chicken.
So Suzanne says, can we include some hemp in the coop we're shipping to
Switzerland.
I don't know.
It typically gives us issues with customs because it's cannabis, and we have to declare everything that's in the shipment, and it's too much trouble, too much risk. We don't want them to
not get their coop or have their coop
get
held
it
up
delayed
for
or
something.
confiscated. We don't want to deal with that, so we don't ship the hemp internationally.
Okay, wait a minute. What is this? Your hemp doesn't give me headaches. I got horse hemp from a local barn. Couldn't stand it. If it gives me a headache from just being around it for a few seconds, what is it doing for my ducks? That's interesting, because here's the other thing. I am hell-bent on tapping into the horse market, and we've done it very, very little, because that's a tough one. It's tough to sell horse people on industrial hemp bedding.
Well, you got the right outfit for it.
I would love to know. Got horse hemp from a local barn.
She's in Florida.
We did hear a rumor about that other hemp company getting it from China.
That's no rumor.
So if you get cheap hemp, it could be coming from China, and then who knows what's in it.
What, Matt? What are you doing?
I'm just looking. I want to get.
Whoa! And look at what Mosaic says again. Banana leaves have 11 to 16% protein.
Oh, I had no idea.
Huh. Question: is there a reason not to use first cut Timothy hay in the coop? It's cheap. They can eat it, and it encourages scratching. Interesting.
Yeah, and I would think any natural material like that would be good.
But
in the coop or the run, the hen house or the run, the hemp is the best for absorbing the moisture out of the droppings and therefore eliminating that ammonia smell. I'm not sure how absorbent Timothy hay is, and we don't want to encourage scratching necessarily in the hen house. I mean, they can if they want, but they don't typically do that. But if she means the run, I don't see any problem with it in the run.
Right.
Templeton. Yes, that was the rat in Charlotte's Web that was stealing eggs.
Templeton, yeah. I don't know if he was stealing the eggs.
He was bartering. He was making deals.
So this is interesting. Real quick. All right. My dogs killed the rats. 2 of them. They were the size of a squirrel. What
kind
would that? What kind would that be?
Yeah, so she's the one who said about she knew it was rats taking her eggs.
It is important to know what kind of rat. Okay, if it's a rat that has a very short, blunt nose, little ears, little eyes, short tail. If you take the tail and go up over the body, if it does not go past the back of their head, it's a Norway rat. If that tail goes up and over past the front of their head, that is a roof rat. Roof rats, again, they're long and slender. The Norway rats are short and stocky. And if you think about it, if you're a roof rat, you want to be long and slender with a big old tail because that's how you help balance when they're going through the trees. They come from the jungle forest. They love fruits and vegetables. So most of the time you won't get Norway rats, or I'm sorry, roof rats even in your coop.
Yeah,
it can
it's
happen.
probably a Norway rat.
But again, you got to check that out. And also I explained the droppings. So I don't want to use poison because my retriever kills them, and I don't.
You don't want to use poison around anything where you have animals. I'm sorry.
You need to be
in the food chain. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be extremely careful because anticoagulants, dogs are very, very sensitive to them, and most rodenticides are an anticoagulant. Not all of them, but most of them.
And people that do that also don't understand. Like owls are eating mice. Foxes are eating mice. Like when you start poisoning.
Yeah.
I know.
There are stats on that actually there's 2 sides of that argument, and I hear you. And I've always questioned what is actually true. There are people that say the reason why the shells of some migratory birds are thinning is because they're eating roadkill on the side of the road, and the roadkill has all the pollutants from the car. I mean, it's I don't know.
But owls have died from rat poison.
Yeah, I'm not saying it can't happen.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. There's a lot more to that conversation. Okay. It is coming up.
Wait, Jennifer Storm, you should have one guest from your employees every show. It would be good to meet the people behind the scenes. I love that.
We've talked about that, and it bombs.
Well, I mean, yeah. But
I forget. I'm in front of a camera all the time, right? Mm-hmm. You're here every Friday. You're very used to it.
I am, but it was very difficult in the beginning.
It is. And I would love to do that.
I still can't do it like you do it.
I'm trying to get Christopher out there more, especially with Ethan. We asked Ethan to do a video. He's going to show you his way of attaching hardware cloth because he's amazing at it.
Yeah.
And he does it a little bit different than me, and that's okay. 2 people are going to cook pizza 2 different ways or whatever.
He does it a lot more than you do.
You do a call-in VCL. We need to do that again. Because we've done it. We've done it.
Down.
The original Radio Chicken was all about calling in so we can listen to the caller. Now that we have normally Christopher's here. He had to go for we got to screen the calls because some people, it can't be long-winded. If you got a question, we'd love to get you on the air.
Yeah,
and then we
it's
answer.
hard because you don't have the control, and sometimes the connection's terrible. There's so many. I mean, so much involved.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. Thank you, Ingrid. I know you're hungry. I'm hungry.
I am too.
We got 30 minutes before our next meeting. I hope you've done your homework. Thank you guys so much for being here. Will we be here next week?
I don't know. I
think
you keep
so.
saying that you're going somewhere, and I'm just saying, vacation.
Yes, we will be here until Matt leaves.
Yeah, and I'm definitely here until after May 8th. Our representative that we get our hardware from is coming to visit.
Wow.
That's huge.
Okay,
all the way from halfway around the world.
So we might have to schedule that other thing in May.
You can schedule whatever you want. Are we allowed to talk about that?
Well, yeah, the TV show.
What TV show?
You can.
The Modern Homestead?
We can talk about the TV show.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why not?
All right. I don't know. I muskrat.
Yeah, we have some great show ideas, so we should be able to. I mean, we have a week. We can pull something together.
Oh my god, I have no time.
Yes, I know.
I don't either.
Anyways,
and you have to do electric fence. People want to know about electric
so much
fence
to do.
too.
I know. We have so much to do. All right, guys.
And it's too early for BSFL.
What is BCFL?
Black soldier fly larva.
Video chicken. You
All
guys
right,
have a
bye,
wonderful
guys.
weekend.
See
Later.
you next week.